Hello. Welcome to Rolls of Fate.
Of shittiness.
Now, guys, you ready to get this on?
Fuck yep.
All right. So last time on our little misadventures of the the group, you guys went to hunt down a griffin, and it ended up not being a griffin you guys were hunting. Upon collecting up the spoils of war, you guys got attacked by a group that was specifically after you, hunted from Stonebriar. You guys have returned back to the village of Brunor? Was that the name of it?
Bruin.
Bruin.
You have made it back to the village of Bruin and gave them some information, scared the bejesus out of a few people, and given a few people heart attacks. And now you guys are set off to head towards Stonebriar.
Actually, I believe she's saved from the heart attack.
This is true. This is true, yes. But still close enough to scare. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys scaring the heart attack into him, you wouldn't have had to save him.
You are also correct.
No, he scared himself.
Neither here nor there.
So, in the end, no harm, no foul, I guess.
Yeah. A little give and take.
So you guys headed out back west towards Stonebriar to return to the Hunter's Conclave to turn in this, fulfill this contract.
Hopefully.
All right.
Yeah,
As we're heading back, like, are we on horses or are we like?
You guys,
Yeah, we're on horses.
We got
You guys
horses.
are on
Yeah, we got
Horses
horses.
that we
All right.
Stole.
yeah.
I want to go ahead.
Took.
I want to go ahead and ride up to Roland and just say, remember that axe that I gave you?
The shiny one? Yeah, it's in my backpack.
There might be something up with it to where you might want to look into it before you actually do anything with it. Just a warning. What was
Seems
that?
kind of ominous, doesn't it?
slightly.
Hey man, you know that axe that I really liked that I gave you?
The axe that you traded
kill
me.
you.
Something up with it. Wolf Genji, can you be a little more specific?
It's got a curse on it. So,
Did you
That's
not
all
hear
I
any
said.
of that?
what was that?
I said that axe that I traded you for the rod.
Yeah, it's got a curse on it.
Specific on what's wrong with it.
It's got a curse on it. And
Why
that's all
didn't
I
you
say.
just tell me
Pull
beforehand?
horse off.
It's cool, I guess. I'm just gonna yell after him. All right.
I mean, there's not really much more you can do with that.
Yeah, this. It's what you know.
Well,
So,
I don't have anything else to do, so I'm not gonna touch the axe for now. I'm just gonna leave it in the backpack for some time.
Rick will take it.
We know.
No.
yeah, let's just give him a nuke and see what he can do with it, right?
It's a Moab, actually.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Ooh, shot fired.
Moab's fired.
Sorry, let's get that politically correct.
Ow.
All right, you guys are heading out. Since you're on horseback, it's only 1 day's ride to Stonebriar instead of a day and a half on foot.
Mm-hmm.
So we can make it there by nightfall and
you
not have
guys
to camp
can
out,
make
or
it by nightfall without camping
Okay.
out. There's
All right, cool.
2 chances for encounters. So, Shaq, go ahead and get that first roll done.
Damn it.
All right, guys, prepare to fight something. D10.
Yep.
All right, we're
Well,
fighting
if you
some
click
boys.
the little button at the bow, it says encounter. I'll take care of it for you.
Oh shit, you're right. Hello, encounter.
Whoa.
Yay! Once.
All right.
Nothing happened.
You travel first part of your first 4 hours with nothing of value.
Danger
You see
just
a few
follows me.
farmers, a few soldiers here and there, sparsely walking from town to town, gathering up a few items and whatnot. Combat. Go ahead and roll a second one.
All right, come on, the bros.
Okay.
Hey, there we go.
All right. After 9.5 hours, thanks for the host, Milk. After 8 or 9 hours of travel, you guys finally return to Stonebriar, and it's probably about 5, 6 in the afternoon.
All right.
I
So,
wanna go
do
ahead
we know
and-
if the
When's the
Hunter's
first
Conclave
plan?
is open?
As you guys come up and start to approach the gate, you guys notice that the gates are closed and there are archers up on the battlements. As you approach,
Oh shit.
a few guards call down and say, "Who goes there?"
Crimson
Thus,
Jaegers with the
the
daggers.
Crimson Jaegers again.
They call back and they're like,
We did this last week.
they call back in. They're like, let him in, let him in. So they open up the gates, and as you guys come in, you guys see behind the door about 50 soldiers with swords ready to rush out.
So right when we enter, the guard that let us in, was he on the wall, or is there another guard at our level?
He's up on
other
the
than
wall,
the soldiers?
and as soon as the doors open, you see the 50 soldiers like they're prepared
Okay.
for an attack against Stonebriar.
Is there a guard that's like just on the side who opened the gate that I can talk to, like as a passerby, and ask him what's going on?
Yeah, right next of the 50 guards. They said that
Okay.
they've been being raided by goblins the last day and a half. And not just a few,
which-
they're talking hordes of goblins.
Which way are they coming from? The north, the south?
The northeast, the east, and the southeast.
Oh shit!
Hold on, north, east. Give me one.
So they rush you guys in, they shut the doors, and they're just being prepared and cautious.
Okay.
Because some shit
Is,
about to go down.
Is our
All
commander
right. So it's
there?
all from the east section, basically. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Is the commander there?
No, Commander Varys is not there.
He's not in. We don't see him as we enter, right?
No. Commander Varys handles the things of the daggers. The daggers are not the soldiers of the town or defense of the town. So
Right.
this
So we'd
is-
have to go to the tower and see if he's there.
Yes.
Okay.
This is not something he particularly cares for, is fond of, or does.
Protecting the city he lives in.
So
Right.
what's the plan?
I say let's go check in with Varys and see what the heck's going on before we hit up the Hunter's Conclave.
Do you mind?
just-
I just need to make a pit stop by the Temple of Ayun real quick.
All right, if you need to go, do you want anyone with you?
I mean, isn't it on the way there?
I need to
The
go.
Ayun's technically toward the south.
That way, you gotta go that way.
Actually,
One
kids, do you think
moment,
we can
and I
get
will
a?
bring up Stonebriar for you guys. So you guys.
That's
can
what I was gonna ask.
Bird
Thank
needs
you,
to
sir.
go.
It's still not
I hear
finished.
shiny things over there.
I need to
Alright,
go to the
that's fine.
Temple District.
So
That's still good. At least we have the thing, yeah. Because see, look, Temple District is south. We just entered through the east gate, so it's technically not on the way.
turn Twitch chat off.
You're going opposite direction from us, Tom. Technically.
Not really, right?
Yeah,
Just give me a couple minutes and I'll do it. Just give me a couple minutes and I'll do it. Okay, so we're entering from the east gate?
Yeah,
that's-
we're entering through the east gate technically.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Before we start moving,
So
can we
you
ask
would be
the
going
guards-
south. We would be going north.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Daniel. Sorry.
We could ask the guards what time the goblins try to raid the town. Like,
There's
that
been
a set
three
point
separate
every day,
three
or is
separate
it
attacks,
random?
Okay.
and it's random times.
All right.
It's as if they're trying to test
necessarily.
our defenses, test our walls.
It doesn't necessarily feel planned.
No.
They're just going in when they feel like it.
They also mentioned that the Slavers Tower that you guys liberated, the 3 battalions of knights and soldiers that were up there, were also slaughtered. Each and every one of them.
Okay.
What? That's not good.
Nope.
The 3 battalions?
3 battalions.
Was it
Couldn't
by?
hold that
Does it seem
place.
like it was by these goblins also, or no?
They don't know. There was just dead bodies everywhere.
All right.
Alright. I want to take a trip to the temple.
All right,
That's not
so
rated.
that look. Chagrin, you're heading to Temple Iron. Where's everybody else going, or is everybody moving as one?
Oh,
I'm
before I go.
staying in the merchant district.
I mean,
No, you said before you go. Go ahead. Before we
Before I go, Roland, can I see the pouch real quick? I need to get the demon's blood out of it.
The what?
The
The demon's blood. Remember, we have 3 vials of demon's blood in the pouch.
Okay. I'm gonna reach my hand into the preserve pouch
Okay.
and be like, and like rummage around for demon's blood.
It's like,
You
Listen,
put your hand in the
you know,
pouch and you
whatever.
reach around, and you don't feel anything in the pouch. And the moment you start to think about the demon's blood, all of a sudden you feel the vial in your hand.
Oh,
That's convenient.
weird.
That's how bags of holding
Yeah,
work.
quite
Is
straight.
it's literally you're putting stuff in
that's
an
how it works.
interdimensional space, and you feel nothing. But when you think about the item that you want, it appears in your hand.
Bird, once
I know
you
how
think
they work,
about
but
corn,
I figured my character wouldn't know how it works. So
Well, now
there you
you
go.
know.
There's your file. Think about corn for Bird.
All right, so everybody's on
Because
I
horseback.
will
Is
reach
everybody
my hand
following
in for corn.
Chagrin?
I'm going to the tower to look for Varys, and I'm assuming
Okay.
people are going with me.
Yeah, I'm going with Tavares.
Okay.
But
Roland, where are you going?
I am going straight to the Noble District to give the flowers to Torum.
All right, Rek, where are you going?
I am going to the Temple District to discuss more about my new weapon design.
All right, so
Before I go, though, I'm going to give Silvar the sack with all of the Virot body parts
All right.
and coin.
What specific?
wait. Are you giving us both of them or just the one
I'm
bag?
giving him one of them.
the one bag? Because the other bag has the stuff he needs to get
Just-
to Torum.
Yep.
And a lot of coin.
Both have a lot of coins, so I'm
I
gonna.
have a lot of coins in them.
Yeah,
Because we
need
do
find
have
a
to
spot
swing by
hold
the
it.
bank of holding and open
Do
up
we
our
know?
savings
So,
trust.
Kiz, where is the bank in this whole place? Like for us to hold stuff?
nowhere you guys have been yet. The bank itself is
Okay,
in the
but
Noble
would
District.
we know? Oh, so the bank's in the Noble
Yes,
District.
and you guys
okay.
don't have access to it. Only
Would
Roland has
would
access
I
to it
have
currently.
seen it?
okay.
Oh, okay. So Roland is
Also,
our
is
guy.
there like a military bank for the soldiers to hold their coin, or it's just literally the chests?
It's
In their
literally the
housing.
chests in their room is where they hold their stuff, or they have stuff in
that
the
doesn't-
bank itself.
I'm gonna need my money,
Okay.
straight up. I'm gonna need
What's
my
up?
money.
I'm
I
gonna
Yeah,
need
right.
my money. You better
We
have
need to
my
find a way to
money.
divvy up this coin. That's why.
Let's check. And that sack is now 2 vials of blood, of human blood.
Kiz, did you see my whisper?
Yes, I did.
Actually,
That's why
Daniel,
I'm
do you
trying,
wanna
I'm
just-
trying to figure out where everybody's going so I can.
Daniel, do you
play
want to
this
just
out.
copy paste it to me and send it to me
you
in
were-
Discord?
Also on a horseback, just so you know, Jordan.
Because then I can copy paste it into.
Not
the-
anymore.
He said, "I'm off."
He just left his horse.
Yep, just hopped off the horse apparently.
Did somebody have shiny armor on the horse? I doubt it.
This is also true. So let's see here. Temple District is on the way to the Noble District, so we're going to say Chagrin, Rek, and Roland are walking together in that direction first, while Shat Combat are heading to the tower, and Whisper is left to his own devices.
That's never good.
It's all right. He's fine.
All
He'll
right.
be all right.
Whisper, I'm going to do you last because we all know how this usually works with you.
I'm
Damn it!
I'm letting Whisper do his thing, man. He'll be fine. He can take care of himself. He's a big boy. He's a big bird.
Well, Big Bird's going to have some fun. I'm going to start with Shaq and Xanthus. As you guys head to the tower, you notice that everybody, like the merchants themselves, seem like a little scared and shaken, but not like completely scared that they are still selling. And as you approach up to the tower, there's a couple guards stationed out there that greet your horses. You go inside, and there at the bottom is Commander Varys talking to a few other daggers. Just a small handful of the daggers left in Stonebriar.
Can I kind of like shift through them and make my way to try and talk to Varys, or does he look preoccupied?
You can go over there and talk to him. He
All
looks
right.
up.
I walk over and I try to. Can I perceive what the conversation he's having with the people as I'm walking up?
Talking about the
What it's
attacks
about.
and where the attacks have been coming from.
Okay. So I kind of interject and I say, Commander Varys, what's going on?
He says the last couple days we've been having some issues with attacks from goblins and hobgoblins. Usually if you scare them enough or enough of their numbers go, they cut tail and run. Each and every one of these goblins are dying. They're fighting to their last breath, which is unusual for most goblins. There's been a total of 5 different attacks in different points. They're testing the strength of the walls, the gates. They're testing the distance that the archers can shoot, how well they can shoot.
So do you feel like they're being coordinated by somebody else?
I personally feel like they are, but the commander of the watch does not. He says they're just goblins. I feel that his lackadaisical way of being in general kind of blinds him to this. So I'm trying.
Now the commander of the watch would. This is out of character, real quick. Would I know who his name is, or who that is? No.
Nobody that you've ever had to deal with, no one that you've stolen from or been in trouble with.
Okay.
I mean, you're daggers. You guys pretty much have the free reign to go certain places and do certain things. And
Now, the commander of the watch, does he watch during the day and the night?
yeah, the commander of the watch is like the head captain of the Watch of the Wall.
Okay.
His specific job is to keep an eye on the outside of the wall and let everybody on the inside know what soldiers need to go where, what's going on. And then you have the internal guards and the commander of the basic, just the city guards. So he's in charge of the outer walls, while the commander of the guards is in charge on the inner walls.
Sorry. Shit to write down.
Lots of info, lots of info.
Yep. Xanthus, you got anything you want to ask the commander?
Yeah, are there any leads as to where their base camp may be? Or where they're congregating?
He said the last scout that returned about 4 hours ago before he died said he came across 3 different encampments within 30 miles of here. Warband encampments of over 200
So
plus goblins.
fairly large. Oh.
Yes. He barely returned back here to give us that information with arrows still in his back.
That's a strange place to keep arrows.
Generally, yeah,
You're
you
not
definitely
here.
wouldn't want that. It's very uncomfortable. I mean, have you ever had an arrow in your back yet?
How many, actually, he's had a crossbow bolt.
I'm not sure you're talking to that guy.
How many did he say? How many battalions did he see? Or,
He said 3
3?
different
Okay.
encampments
Encampments, that's what the word I was looking for, sorry.
of 200 plus each. Like they're large.
How far out are these encampments?
He said the closest
which
one
direction?
is... Uh-oh. My map needs to zoom. I like that. I've got all these numbers written down except for the ones that matter. He says the closest one is within 20 miles here.
20 miles? Okay.
Yeah, within,
Is there anything else
within
of,
30 miles of Stonebriar, there are a total of 4 known goblin
4
encampments.
known? Okay.
And they weren't there about a month ago.
Okay.
We're trying to reset our forces and try to figure out where exactly they came from and what caused it.
Okay.
But with the battle plans that you had got from the Slaver's Tower, with these attacks, I feel that there's something, but we have no proof, no way of knowing, and we can't contact Arendor, so we are...
But they feel connected.
Yeah, we are the front lines of Arendor, so whatever Arendor is going through, if this is a part of it, then whatever's going on in Arendor was the preemptive strike, and this is supposed to be the finishing blow.
All right.
Is there anything we
else
can
of
do?
great importance that we needed to know or you needed to catch us up to speed on?
Well, we might have a job coming up of hunting goblins.
Yeah, I can tell about that.
2 gold a left ear will be the average going price.
Sounds like I'm collecting ears.
I do have something else in the works. We've lost contact with the High Lord of Drakemore. We've sent a few knights up there and a few daggers, and they have not returned. No information. The last message bird that we received back was the daggers saying that they're not coming back, that they found a new boss to work for.
Wait, the daggers did
The
that?
daggers did this, which is very
The
unsettling.
daggers of Stonebriar?
Yeah, daggers of Stonebriar.
They've
Yeah,
That's unsettling.
that is. So we might be forging up a mission plan to go up there, but as it is a different High Lord's territory, we don't have the same weight up there as we do here in Theros.
All right. Well, thank you, Commander.
Not a problem. Did you ever find what you were looking for?
For the most part.
sort of.
some things we weren't necessarily looking for.
Yeah,
but
let's just say that.
trouble seems to find us.
Yeah.
Woo! Well,
Very
then.
odd thing for Commander to say.
Well, let us know if you get any more information about these encampments, or if there's anything.
And
We can do
Kiz,
it.
during this entire conversation, the demeanor of the captain, does he just seem shaken or?
He doesn't seem like he's shaken as per se as like scared, but shaken almost like he's on guard. He's ready for a battle. He's ready to command. Captain Varys is someone who's been the leader of the guards of a town before. He's been there. He's done that.
But does this seem like he's dealing with something else he hasn't necessarily seen before? Like something that's a little bit more, you know, not necessarily stealthy, but something that's a heavier setup that he doesn't necessarily know if he can handle.
No,
Would
back
I
in
have to
his,
make a
in his
perception
youth
check?
and his
Okay.
days, he fought in the Ogre Wars.
Okay.
Front line and led a whole group of people to end that war, that 10-year-long war. So it's goblins is something he's just there appears to be something more behind it than what would meets the eye. But from his personal point of power at this point, he doesn't have the ability and power to say, "Hey, this is what's going to happen," or "Hey, this is what we really need to pay attention to."
Right. So in terms of hierarchy, the commanders of the watch and the commander of the walls are higher than he is.
Commander of the
Correct.
Watch is higher because he's directly for the city,
Okay.
where Commander Varys is the commander of the daggers out of Stonebriar. He reports
Okay.
directly to the High Lord. However, when it comes to city matters, it really is none of his business. They
Okay.
have their own sects. They have their own knights who handle certain issues and their own guards.
All right.
So, where
So
some freedoms
I'm assuming
come-
I can sense a little bit of frustration from him then too, since he can't necessarily move how he wants to.
Absolutely.
All right. I take that moment, then I tell Xanthus, hey, I'm going to head to my room really fast. I need to go grab a couple of things. So if you want to catch
Okay.
up with the rest of the group, you can. I can meet you there, or if you want to wait for me, it's up to you.
I'll just wait. It's you're not gonna be like more than like
No, I'll be
3-4
fast.
minutes, right? Okay. Yeah, I'll just chill here.
All right.
Wait.
I run upstairs. But my turn can wait until we hit everybody else first.
All right.
Just so that-
Xanthus, do you have anything you
People
need to
done.
do, say, or anything in this moment?
No, I'm just waiting for Silvar to get back.
You're just chilling like a villain. All right. So, Rek,
I'm going to go through my stuff right now.
Sogrin, and Roland. Huh. You guys head up to the Temple District. From there, Roland seems to head off towards the Noble District. As you guys enter the Temple District, Chargrin heads off to the Temple of Ioun. Rek heads off to the Temple. I forgot whose temple that was again. My bad.
Don't ask me. I just know how to get there.
There's so many things to remember. Anyways, and Whisper. Everybody's left you, and you're left in the Merchant District, where you see tons of shiny things.
Go get
This is
stuff.
wonderful news.
In their
I'm
pockets,
so
out
excited.
of their pockets.
Do I see any noble-ish people walking alone?
No, you don't see noblish people. You see a lot of guard activity, actually. A lot of people see.
Do I see like shiny guards?
Yeah, you do see a few shiny guards.
Okay. Describe the situation. What's around me?
Situation is you're surrounded by a lot of people hurrying from one point to another, guards walking around, merchants guarding their money, guarding their wares, ready to put it away on a moment's notice. The streets are actually
What kind of
pretty
stalls?
packed. Huh?
What kind of stalls?
Their wares and stuff are on not set out and laid out like they normally are. They're mainly put in to where if they close a few flaps and close a few wooden cases, then everything's completely put away.
Do I see anyone shopping?
Oh yeah, people are shopping. People
Or
are
are they
going
running
through.
by?
They're just moving faster. They're not like casually going on as there are things that have been happening outside both walls, not just the east wall.
I walk towards the closest stall.
All right, you walk up to one. It's someone selling pots, and not pots, but pottery, bowls, cups, plates.
Oh, this is boring. I walk to the next stall.
You find someone selling pans, shiny pans.
What is this? A cook's shop? This is ridiculous.
Well, you got in a merchant square. What do you expect to
Do I
find?
see any food vendors near me?
Yeah, you look across the way and you see a few food merchants. There's some with apples, oranges, different types of melons. Next
Is
to
there
that
any
merchant,
fish?
you see another one that's selling animals like pigs,
I'm
hogs,
immediately
chicken.
I walk over towards the chicken.
All right, you walk over towards the chicken. Guy's trying to offer 2 chicken for 2 gold, and he looks down at you and goes, starts looking somewhere else and asking anybody else trying to sell it.
Ah, I see. Does the chicken make any noise?
No, the chicken is dead.
Oh no!
My brother he goes,
This is ridiculous. I thought they were alive chickens. I'm so offended. I pick up the chicken.
He's
I
holding
try
the
to
chicken.
shake it to life.
He's got in his hands up like this, saying, 2 chickens, 2 gold, 2 chickens, 2 gold.
That's
I fall on my
That's
knees and
a
start
bargain.
weeping.
He stops
say
and
a
looks
prayer
down
to
at
the
you.
bird
He's
gods.
like, what's wrong with you?
I look at him weeping and I say, I am the captain now in Rex voice.
He looks down. As you look up, he thought you were a kid wearing a costume and realized you have a bird a bird face. And you're like, I am the captain now. And he was just kind of like, looks at he puts the chicken away and says, are you okay?
I'm doing better than them, I guess.
Quick question for a chicken description: are these chickens with their heads cut off too, or are they just like defeathered dead chickens?
They're just defeathered dead chickens. Head are still
okay.
attached.
Okay, so they're
I
full
just-
chickens. Got it.
I just need a moment to reflect on life, so I walk away aimlessly through town contemplating my existence.
All right.
I don't even want to steal anything right now. This sucks.
Oh, this is gonna start a whole new arc for Whisper, man.
I pull out a feather from my arm, well, wing, talon, and I lay it on the chickens, and I walk away.
Fuck, man.
All right. So as you
Hey, we're done for the
go
day.
walking off,
I need to
Oh,
go
man.
find Shaq. I go look for him.
well, for that you might be looking a bit. All right. Entering into the Temple District, you guys split off, and Tagran, you end up going to the Temple of Ioun. Do you first?
All right. Is there any horse, like tie ropes or anything like that?
Any horse? What?
Like tie ropes? Because aren't I still on the horse?
Yes. You just use the reins and wrap it around the.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. And I want to go inside and start asking around for Tovar
All right. You go.
or Tavir.
You go inside asking for Tovar, and they say, "Yeah, Tovar, he's here. He's here. He's in the back. He's currently talking with someone.
Who is he talking with?
Some Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Yes, the Dragonborn is a powerful mage from the Tower of Sorcery. He's trying to get some information, possibly for I don't know. I'm just the errand boy.
Okay.
If you want to sit and wait a moment, he might be back. Like, not too long."
And what door was it?
He looks at you kind of questioning and said it's his office.
Okay. And do I know where that is? Because I think I've been there before.
Yeah, you know where the office is.
Okay. Is there a possible way I could summon Unseen Servant while I'm sitting down waiting for him?
Yeah, you could cast Unseen Servant.
Yeah. But discreetly so that no one sees that I'm actually doing it.
Oh, well, it's so much hustle and bustle going on currently. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay. And I like to command him, giving him directions on the way to the door, and just go up and knock on the door.
All right, goes up, knocks on the door, and no one answers.
Okay. I'll just sit here and wait.
Okay. While you sit there and wait, I will jump over to Rek. Rek, you reach the Temple of Moradin. And you walk up, you see a bunch of crafters coming out, and they look at you and they're like, oh, there's a big guy. And they kind of make room for you to walk through.
It seemed like any of them remember me from my last visit where I picked everything up in every store.
Yes, and that is why they are avoiding you at all costs possible.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start my way to the merchant that had all those chain weapons.
Okay. You head there, you find him there. He's messing with a few different little things. He looks up at you and says, oh, you've returned.
Did you have the designs?
He goes back and looks through a few scrolls, pulls out a scroll and lays it down on the table and opens it up. And what you see is about a 6 foot to 8 foot chain, what he would call an 8 foot chain. And at the end of it has 2 battle axe heads with a small little stub that could be used for 1 hand, not 2 like your normal battle axe. But it's thinner. And the blades are a little smaller, designed for actual the chain using it as a weapon, as opposed to swinging it like a club would. And he says, "Is this what you were talking about?"
Would they hit as hard as these? And then I just pull out my battle axes and like hold them up in front of my face to where he can't even see my face.
He says, looks at you and says, "I'm going to try to explain this in a way you might understand. When you take your axe and you swing it, you're using the force of your arm. As an extension, it comes down on the variance that you get, okay? Now with these chains, you swing it the same way, but the force is a little bit greater because it's a chain, and you can have farther reach to it. So he stands at a distance from you that you would normally be in combat. He's like, let's pretend I'm a goblin. Please don't swing at me. Let's say I'm a goblin,
okay,
and you can hit me here. So he steps back a little bit farther. He's like, but you can't hit me here. He said, with this design, you would be able not only to hit me here, but you'd be able to trip me up.
Ooh. How much gold?
He says, for the design and crafting of it, I'm going to say 250.
250?
And I'll need a week.
In a week. How about 280 and 3 days?
He said 280 in 4 days.
270 in 3 days.
He's like, if you want it any sooner, I can't help you with that.
Is there any way I can... So, where's the design at? Can I just pick it up and pretend like I'm reading it?
Yeah, you can pick it up and look at it.
Alright.
Pick it upside down.
I start to walk away with it, with the design.
You go to walk away with it, and he's like, hey, I need that.
I can find someone to do it quicker.
Well, if that's your choice, go right ahead.
Alright, I take the design, and hey, I'll circle back in about an hour.
All right. So you'll circle back in about an hour. Boom, boom, boom. Roland, you approach the Noble District, and you're met with 2 guards that stop you and say, what business do you have in the Noble District?
Go visit my master in the healing tower.
One guy looks over at him and tries to whisper something like, hey, psst. And he's like, you're the cleric, are you not?
You keep calling me that. I'm not really sure what it means.
You've been granted and touched
guess?
with divine power.
Gross.
He says, please forgive us. Right away. You're most welcome. Come on in, Master Dwarf. So they open up the gates and you walk in.
I go straight to Torum's tower and the healing.
All right, you go over to Torum's tower. You notice there's 4 or 5 fresh bodies covered out by the front, waiting to be picked up. People who've not made it, as per se. You go in, you see Torum. He just chilling.
Torum, how are you today?
Coughing a little bit, but not too much on death.
Oh, what's his name? God, what? I'm doing this because I don't think you ever gave me a name for the healer guy. What's his name? Is he here today?
He says
the guy that told me about the flower. What was his name?
He goes,
the guy that's usually here.
Are you talking? And he Torum looks at you and he describes what the guy looks like. Are you talking about him?
He's usually here.
Yeah, he might be off dealing with paperwork. There were a few people that didn't survive the night due to their illnesses.
I will be right back then. I'm going to go find the guy that we described whose name I don't know.
All right, so
I've been here for months now and I still don't know his name.
Well, never asked, so... You go find him, and he's working on some type of alchemic concoction.
Back, I got the flowers that we talked about.
He says, "Oh, excellent, excellent. That's great. That's really great." So he goes over to another alchemy set where he's got a few things going, and he starts putting a few liquids and beakers up, and he pulls out a type of parchment that seems to be folded up on the ends to almost make a tray. And he says, come over here, bring it here.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to him. While I'm walking, I'm like, do you have any tongs or a very thick glove? These things kind of burn.
Oh, yes. They're nasty little plants. They can be. He goes into the closet and pulls out a very thick leather glove.
All right, I'm going to slip the glove on. But kind of wish you had told me about that beforehand, but that's okay. And then I'm going to reach into the bag of holding and think about the dragon thistle flowers.
You reach into the bag of holding and think about it, and all the dragon thistle flowers appear. And as you squeeze, you can still feel the prongs push into the thick leather, but it doesn't pierce it.
Oh, that's nice. All right, where would you like these?
He says, just put them down on the paper right there. And he goes and grabs a few more chemicals, and he's starting to mix up a few things.
I'll place them apart from each other on the parchment.
He says, excellent. He says, I'm going to need maybe a couple hours to brew this up.
How's Torum been doing?
He kind of gets a little quiet about it and says, his health isn't that great. I'm going to say if we can't get this concoction and do something to help him, then you might be advised to start saying your final goodbyes in the next week or two.
Is there anything else I can do to help make this?
He says, honestly, no. We are in the final bits of this, and I'm very good with my alchemy, and and he starts to get a little frustrated, but not completely frustrated. He's like, I'm very particular in how I work.
I'll leave you to it. Before I go, though, do you mind if I keep this leather glove? And do you know a horticulturist anywhere nearby?
I do. I know. What?
A horticulturist, someone that grows plants, but not like a farmer growing plants, like indoor plants.
He's looking for his weed dealer.
Yeah.
So you're looking for an herbalist, someone who deals with plants.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it legal in this part of the...
Fancy. I don't get to do it very often.
Yeah, they're over in the merchant district.
All right, thank you so much. I'll get out of your hair so you can get working right away.
Thank you.
staying in the Merchant District if you need me. Just send for me there.
Excellent. That's most excellent.
And then I'm going to leave and start heading towards the Merchant District.
All right. You
Roland trying to buy some weed. Shit.
Glove of thickness.
I
Hey.
cast glove of thickness.
Oh my.
Wow.
One little glove of thickness.
Did you ever give him his
So
glove
dumb.
back?
I asked him for the glove.
He kept it.
Glove.
Yeah, he kept it. Okay, you might want to write that down in inventory. Thick right glove.
I did.
Okay. He's like, nope, this is mine.
What? What handed
got a
are
left
you?
glove.
Are you left or right-handed? You like that thick leather
Before I
glove.
left, I said, "Do you mind if I keep this glove? And do you know a horticulturist?"
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He said, yes, you could keep the glove. He has more, and yes, the herbalist shop is over in the Merchant District.
Hold on. Is it a right hand glove?
Yes.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, we got to get it studded. Michael Jackson.
Why?
Casting heels. Chamon. Anyway, sorry.
That's funny.
Oh, Shaq, it wasn't funny. Jimmy, don't encourage him.
Hey, y'all should know by now he does not need my help of encouraging. He can do that all himself. So, you're heading
Right.
back to the
District.
the.
Though I'm not
merchant-
really sure where. He just told me that there was a herbalist in the Merchant District, but he didn't give me direction. So I'm just heading to the Merchant District.
All right. And let's get this here. Okay.
If I can't find a herbalist.
So you go walking down to find an herbalist, and after all that transpires and stuff, you end up running into a very, very disheartened bird. All right. Chagrin, as you're sitting there, finally the door opens, and you see the man that you went to meet, and he reaches over and he shakes the hand of a blue dragonborn wizard, and says, "Thank you for that, the information and help. You've been most helpful." And he looks down at him because this dragonborn stands a good 6.5, 7 feet tall. This other gentleman's only 5. And he says in a very thick accent, "No problem. I am glad I could help." He kind of ducks down a little bit to get out of the doorway and walk, and his bright red robes with black trim, just it seems very, very well polished.
Yeah. I wonder why.
And he looks at you and sees you, and on his face you can see a scar going down the left side, and his left eye is actually glazed over white. This dragonborn looks like he has seen combat.
I'd like to get up and just introduce myself to him.
Hey, Satan, how are you?
Satan.
I like to formally bow to him, as formal as I know what formal is, and just go, "My name is Chagrin."
To the dragonborn,
Yeah, to the Dragonborn.
he nods and says, "I am Arcus."
Spell that.
Actually, Satan.
ARRAKAS.
Just ask Shaq.
Weird way
A-R-R.
to
Ask me.
a weird way to spell Marcus.
ARRAKAS.
Okay.
He says, "And who might you be?"
That's short-term memory, though. stands up and says, "Hi, I'm Chagrin. Who are you?" "I am Arcus. Who are you?"
It's Satan with Alzheimer's. Oh, it's nice to meet you, Chagrin. What's your name? This is going to be a fruitful conversation, I can tell already.
God damn it.
Man.
So he's still staring at you, and he doesn't look like he's got a smile. He's upset, or he's very cold and callous.
I wonder why.
I feel like he hails from somewhere that's warm. Florida.
My name is Chagrin. Were you going to be staying in the town for very long?
He says, "I am here on business with my mentor, my master, Graydon Evermagus. He's an archmage at the Tower of Sorcery."
And where's the Tower of Sorcery?
He smiles and says, "If you don't know where the Tower of Sorcery, then you have much, much still to learn. Excuse me." And he starts to walk past you.
But,
Oh,
Sad.
and just go up to
Sad.
Tavar.
Okay, you go up to him.
Alright, and I just, since I've been fiddling around with it in my hands as I've been sitting, I show him the demon's blood. I'm going to say, does Varrock blood, will it work for making the stone better?
He says, "Vrock, yeah, that's a type of demon. Do you know where to get some?"
I have it right here, and the vial's out in front of me. Or,
He says, "Oh my!" And he grabs it and he starts looking at it and rushes into his little laboratory bit, does a few little tests and stuff, and he's like, "This will work." And he's like, "Are you gonna stay or come?"
I would love to come in and see your work.
So he takes you downstairs to the laboratory where they were working.
such a child.
To
Yeah.
the sex dungeon.
So misguided.
All right, so he takes you downstairs and you see him doing all kinds of alchemic and enchanting. You'll spend a good 2-3 hours of him here. They're still missing ingredients, but one of the main ingredients has been found. Rank, you walk away from his table with the designs. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna wait for some time to pass, and then I'm gonna circle back to him, and then so I walk up to him, just
All right, you circle back up to him. He goes, "Oh,
and I just tell him,
you're back."
yeah. I took these to Commander Varys, and he said that you should have been able to get this done a lot quicker.
I need you to make a deception check.
That 20, that
Commander
20.
Barrett said go faster.
17.
Oh, that's not bad.
With
That's
a
pretty good.
negative 1.
With the negative
With
one.
the negative one.
All right.
Oh.
Good try, Rick. Oh.
He goes, Yep. You know what? Commander Varys very well is right. I might be able to do that, but since he thinks that, how about you have him go build them for you?
Okay, and I walk away. And then I'm going to go up to the vendor sitting right next to him. And I'm going to go. And because I have the plans, I go, can you build this quicker than 3 days?
He looks down at the plans and looks over at the guy next to him. And he says, no. And looks very, very scared as this half-orc is asking this, knowing that the guy who created it is right next to him. Listening to your guys' conversation and hearing everything that's going on, he says, no, I can't.
All right. I go next to the next person.
You go to the next person, and as you get over to him and he looks down, he says, I could build blades, but I can't build this thing.
Why not?
He says, these the building this chain is a skill I do not have.
Is he the only one? And I point 2 stalls down.
He is the only one that can build weapons like this.
Ah, fuck. I
Poor Rick.
I begrudgingly go back.
You begrudgingly go back.
Alright,
He says, oh, welcome back.
so
Commander Barrett couldn't make them.
Commander Varys couldn't make them.
Yeah, I understand. It happens.
So,
Watching
I
the
asked.
entire time.
So I'm gonna go ahead and ask him. I'm gonna say, how much to make these a better quality?
He says, well, the going price for a week is now 300. To make them a better quality and make a masterwork would be another 300. So that's 600 gold to make them mastercraft, finely made, ready for
Okay.
modifications to them, if you will.
I literally just pull out 600 gold and give him his plans back.
He takes the 600 gold and looks at you completely freaking confused and dumbfounded.
And I just sit there and stare at him. I don't say anything else. I just stare at him for like the next hour. I just stand there just staring.
You stand there just staring at him, and he just looks at you and says, all right then. 1 week you'll have these.
And I still proceed to stand there for the next hour.
You
Yeah,
proceed to
just-
stand there for the next hour, and he closes up his little shop he has in here. A couple other guys come up to him, and he says, nope, I'm busy. I've got a client. And he leaves.
Okay, then I go back.
You go back. I just saw
And-
that, Jordan.
Minus 14 pounds of gold.
All right. You just
Gold
purchased
on
your
you?
weapon, so...
Yeah.
From what?
What do you mean from what? When we split gold
You
last
didn't
couple
spend a whole lot
times.
of it.
Yeah.
No, he
And-
hasn't
and
spent
when
any
we-
of it.
Yeah, when we got back to the city from
Yeah, the first time. Yeah.
300.
when we got out of the dungeon, I only spent like 40 gold,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's been hoarding it.
Yeah. He's not even
So-
a rogue.
Rek, you're going back to the tower, correct?
Yeah, I don't know where to find anybody else, so I'm gonna go back to the tower.
All right.
I kind of tuned everybody out and walked away.
Sorry, you had stuff you had to do.
Oh.
It's the wreck way.
Shaq,
Yes.
as you were getting ready to go upstairs, a courier boy, you've seen him around the Thieves Guild a few times. He comes up and says,
Oh.
Silvar, hey, Silvar. You kind of stop and
What's
look
up?
as you're getting ready. He says, this is for you, and he hands you a scroll.
Okay. I hold on to it and I, who is it from?
He says, he who said you know who he is said you would understand, and something about explosive booms.
Got it. Thank you. And do I know the boy's name and how old he is and all that, so I can just add him to my? No.
Nope, it's just
Okay.
some random.
It's alright.
kid that
I just know him and I've seen him around.
You know that the Thieves Guild that you're a part of, to deliver certain messages and stuff, they just pull random kids that have nothing, give them
Right.
10, 15 gold, which is
it's
immensely
like-
a lot for them. So the kids
Yeah.
want to make sure they do whatever it was that they were asked.
Okay. So he handed me the scroll. I pull out gold from my pouch and I say thank you, and I hand him 5 gold.
He says, eyes get real big. Thank you, and he takes off.
Stay safe. And I head up to the room.
All right, up in your room, what are you doing?
I already shifted my items over, and I want to read the scroll.
All right, look up in your journal then, please.
Oh, sweet.
What's up in your face?
Oh, shit. Oh, wow, it's actually a note. Do.
Oh, wow, it's actually a note.
No, like, it's legit a scroll. It's cool looking.
You like that?
Oh, yeah, it's fucking awesome.
When you're done with it, if you like, I can share it with everybody. And they can see
Oh,
it.
I mean, you actually, if you wanted to read it to everybody, you can. I mean,
No, that's specifically for you.
oh, this one specifically for me.
Yes.
Got it. All right, sorry, I'm going to read this.
However, for the players at home that have no clue what's going on, I think I can
Hand it to them as well.
share with a few other people,
shit.
like Rolls of Fate.
And if you wanted to go with, I guess, someone else's turn if they needed to while I'm reading this, that's also fine. Oh, wow. I can keep this as long as I have this, right?
Yes.
Okay, it'll be part of my inventory.
It doesn't
Yeah,
come
that
off
in there,
that
actually.
well on the stream, unfortunately, so.
Oh, okay. Let me add that to my inventory really fast.
Is there anything right now, or me and Jordan are still in the merchant district?
You're still in the market right about now. All the stuff transpires takes time. Every little bit. Do I have time? Only if you have ink, because like I said, when you create a scroll and you imbue it with the magic of your spells, when you cast the spell, it burns it up. So that scroll that you have doesn't get burnt up. And you don't need special ink and stuff, so it saves you half as much as it would normally to scribe it. But it still, one, takes time, and it still takes money of values for certain types of other.
Yeah, I'm just thinking since I'm down in his workshop with him for like 2 hours.
Down in for 2 hours now. Fireball is a 3rd level. I want to say... Oh, gosh. I really want to say it's going to take... I just don't want to be wrong on this and say something it's not because they have changed the values. So one moment, please. All right, so you are still looking at for a fireball almost about 10 days worth of inscribing for that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What if I scribe it?
Is there a non-dangerous way to cast Fireball into Shahara?
And
Kiz, what if I scribe it since I...
it's the same. If you were to help him, it would cut it down
have
by
expert
5 days.
forgery?
What
And
it
I'm a
is
sorcerer.
it's making sure, like, it's not a matter of just writing it down. It's how you write it. While you're writing it, you're putting the spell into it, and it takes time. Otherwise, you would just be casting the spell immediately, and that's that. Now, as far as your rod goes, let's see here. You literally just cast the spell into it, and it absorbs it.
Alright, can I do that without freaking him out?
Probably not.
Okay.
You might
never
catch
mind.
a few people off guard, and the results may not be good.
Yeah, no, I'll wait until I'm in the room.
Risk it for the biscuit, dude.
Right? All right. So, you gonna stay here until he gets done tinkering with his stuff?
Can I ask him if I can get a book while he's doing his stuff?
He says, yes, over there, no problem.
Alright, and I'd like to look for a book of enchanting.
All right, you look for a book of enchanting. You look around. You do find different types of books on enchanting. So I don't know if you'll find anything in specific that you're looking for, but you do find a series of books on how to enchant.
Okay. Is there like enchanting for dummies or enchanting 101?
There
Just
is
so I can start.
one. It's like the beginning of enchanting and how it works.
I want to just start reading that as he's doing his thing.
Okay. That takes long period of time as well. Silvar, the time gap between everybody else and Xanthus waiting downstairs and you is extremely large. So what are you doing? And I need to know what Xanthus is doing because he's waiting on you.
Yeah. So I read the note. I'm assuming that only took like a minute or so. I take the coins that were put in with the package. I put them into my pouch. And then I already shifted stuff in and out of my chest and my backpack. And I head back downstairs to Xanthus and I tell him, I got to head to the Temple of the Mask. I got to hit up the Thieves Guild. You want to come with? You can hang out with Frank.
Who's Frank?
The guy who kept you company last time.
Oh, the doorman. Frank
Yeah.
the doorman.
Yeah.
I got nothing better to do.
All right, let's find Whisper while we're at it. And I head out of the temple. Or not the temple, the tower.
Okay.
As I was going down the stairs past Varys again, I lean into Varys. I'm assuming he's still busy, but I asked, did a package come in for me recently?
He looks around and says, "I'm not quite sure. Give me a bit. I'll have a few people look."
All right, sounds good. Just let me know if anything does come in.
He says, "Not a problem. Not a problem."
And then I proceed to go look for them. Or for Whisper in particular.
This is with me. We're having a good time without you.
Religious fanatic and the bird.
You're having a good time.
He's
I'm perfectly fine. It's you that's in a sour mood.
Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything on something here.
Yeah. I need to sit through some of this real quick.
Guy speaks with dead on dead chicken.
No.
Whisper,
Don't waste
here. He wants to talk to you.
All right. We're good to go.
Things are
All
my
right, so-
nightmare.
Where are you going? Shaq, your camera went dark.
All right. Let me refresh real quick. I'm gonna step out of the tower, and as I step out of the tower, I'm gonna look left, right, see if I see Whisper in the immediate area.
All right, you look left, right. You don't see Whisper in the immediate area.
I don't see him. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and because we're technically in the military district, right? I'm gonna head to the merchant district, then start off there and see if I can kind of find him. What time is it right now? I'm assuming it's been about an hour, so it's like 7 now.
Yeah, it's roughly 7 o'clock.
Okay. Guards are still very much at watch and a hustle and bustle around, kind of dealing with the attacks recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
PM, Daniel. We got here at night.
Yeah. Late afternoon to evening. So, you head over to the Tower of Mask, or the Temple of Mask?
Yeah, I head over there.
All right. You guys head over to the Temple of Mask, and as you guys go in, you notice there's hustle and bustle going on the inside. It seems lively, almost like that of a bar. It might as well be a bar for all intents and purposes. It's like a giant club. The Temple of Mask, for some reason on this evening, has turned itself into a huge entertainment club where a bunch of different people have been invited into it. There's drinking, games going on. What are you doing?
It's a lot more lively than usual. I go to the bar, and I see a person behind there?
Yep, you see a guy back there.
I say to him, I'm looking for One-Eyed Jack.
He says, One-Eyed Jack? Hang on one moment. I think he's in the back.
All right.
He goes in the back. This big fat guy comes out with one eye is all whitened up and is actually a marble. You see a scar across his face. He comes up and says, "What are you looking for?"
Someone told me that you could actually point me in the direction of a handler.
Did you put Uncle Ruckus in this game?
He says, "A handler? What do you need a handler for?"
Hold on, I'm going to go back here real quick. I needed to speak to him for something.
And who's this handler you're looking for?
His name is... I don't know if I actually read it right, Kiz. Debus?
Darius.
Darius. Okay, those are R's instead of D's. Okay. Darius.
He says, I know of this Darius.
Do you know where he is currently?
Oh, yes, I do.
Could you point me in his direction?
He leans in forward and said, I could, but my palms aren't quite greased yet.
It's a strange
Chuckle a
request.
bit. How greased do your palms need to be?
They're feeling kind of light right now.
So, like, grease doesn't weigh much. So, does he want like buckets?
He's lucky I don't
I don't
have
understand.
grease on.
Yeah, right?
Bro.
I know, right? He's just waiting. I reach in my coin purse and I hand him 10 gold.
Just say
Yeah,
your
I'm
coin
saying
purse
gold.
on
He
his
says,
hand. I know what you mean.
That's the spirit. I'm Dennis.
This one.
It's all right. That's not what you meant. My bad.
I had a fucking feeling. God damn it! It's alright. It's fine. It's worth. It's good for. It's for a good cause. I ask him. So, are there any new contracts for me?
He says, currently, not yet.
All right. Is there anything of interest that I need to be filled in on?
Nothing new's going on. We have had issues with another guild. Not stepping
Which
on
guild?
our toes, but stepping into our territory and learning where the edge of that line is. A guild called the Worm Scale.
Do you know why they're doing this?
Not a clue.
All right. Well, that's something of note. Do you have any idea, or do we have any clue as to what's going on with these goblin attacks on the city?
That I have no clue. I tend to bars mainly. As long as those walls stand, I'll keep serving drinks.
All right.
Those walls fall, then we'll have some issues.
Well, thanks for the information.
Tell me this. Let's think about this. You have an entire city, a population, 50,000, 60,000, 15,000. A little high there, my bad. He's
Yeah.
like, you gotta have some real kahunas to attack a city, because even a person, a peasant, could still defend themselves. So what army do you think is really waiting out there?
I just nod my head, pondering, thinking about everything he's saying.
You still staying over at Commander Varys' tower?
Right now, yeah.
Such a good little lapdog. Aren't you so proud of yourself, Dagger? And he smiles and chuckles and slides you an ale.
Can I roll a perception check on the ale to see if there's anything in it?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check on that.
I'm gonna roll like a nat 1 on the ale, just drink it down, then pass out. Where's perception check?
That's some
I'll
good
take
ale right
perception.
Hell yeah, pass
Hey,
out. Sorry,
is
damn it.
his which eye is Marble Eye?
The left
His
one.
left eye.
Left or right?
The
Okay.
left one. Then he fills up
Maya.
another brew and slides it towards your brother and says, one for your brother, too.
Oh, it's
So how
not.
does it,
Ruckus,
does it look
never
like
mind.
regular brew?
Yeah, it's the same brew.
All right.
He said,
Steal his eye.
he says, don't think Rufus didn't tell me all about you two.
Oh. So, with... So, out of game really fast. I've never met this guy. This is the first time Rufus has told me about this dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So I lean in and I say, "Is there somewhere else where we can talk?"
Not right
That's
now, there's not.
probably not on the open. All right.
Besides, there's
I just
something
start
you need to
drinking
say.
ale while we're having
Say
our
it.
conversation.
The only one having this conversation right now is you, me, and your brother. As you could tell, and you look around, everybody around you doesn't seem to notice what you guys are talking about.
Oh shit. How much exactly did Rufus tell you?
He told me that he had a boy he needs me to keep an eye on and make sure I didn't steer Rufus wrong handling you.
Can I do an insight check?
Yes.
All right. Damn. Well, I guess I believe.
Clean as a whistle.
Yep. All right.
Believe every word he says.
All right. Do you know of where he went?
Something to do about a friend of his asked him to come help him with some ruins that they found with tinkering. My guess, they need something blown up, so they called the professional.
Sounds about right. The old man loves adventure.
Yes, he does. Check with me tomorrow. I might have a few jobs for you.
Sounds good.
There's a new nobleman in town.
Oh, yeah?
Would love to see what kind of spoils he might have in his little home.
Have you seen him?
Recently acquired a home that's been for sale off and on in the Noble District. Yeah, I've seen the nobleman. He's come in here once or twice.
Yeah? What does he look like?
Dragonborn.
Huh? Any other details you'd like to point out?
He's blue. He's got a weird left hand with only like 3 talons on it.
Mm-hmm. Does he have a broken horn?
Yep. And he points over to
All
the
right.
corner and says he usually meets here on Thursday nights. Using Thursday
What day
because
is
I don't
it?
have a calendar written yet.
Damn it. I was going to say, what day of the week is it right now?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Ooh.
Says he meets up with 3 other fellows. They get around to drinks, they talk, speak in some funny tongue.
Okay. Funny tongue like what? And I proceed to say something in Draconic.
That would be
Like
the
I
tongue.
say, okay. Around what time do they meet?
He says usually at sunset.
Sunset. All right. And if you don't mind me asking, before I leave, how do you do all this? And I point to how no one else can really hear our conversation.
He smiles and excuse me. He smiles and he stops cleaning the glass that you didn't really notice he's been cleaning this whole time. Pulls the rag out, then you realize the noise of everything around you starts coming in.
Oh shit. Okay.
He says, I've got my ways. I've been in this guild for a very long time. He taps the counter and says, have a good evening. Goes back to the other side to serve someone else.
All right.
You look around and you notice there's a guy at the bar counter looking at you guys, like, eyes all bloodshot. He's got like 4 or 5 empty beers in front of him. Eyes are really huge, just staring at you, like, turns away and starts drinking. Because, see, on the outside, he looked over and all he saw was this.
Oh, okay. Right. It was just muted noise.
Yep. And he's had
All right.
quite a few too many to drink, so he wasn't sure if it was
Oh, yeah.
him or what's going on. So he decided to return back to the alcohol.
Nah, sounds good for him. I finished my ale. I fucking just chugged the rest down.
All right.
And before I leave the Temple of the Mask, I head down to where the Grendelin is. And I just peek really fast. Is it Frank at the door?
Frank's at the door.
I say, how's it going, Frank?
He looks up and goes, Silva, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Still alive.
That's always good.
And I kick him, I fling him 2 gold coins. Have one on me.
Ah, thank you, lad. Thank you.
And then I go ahead and head out with
Frank.
this and try to meet up with everyone else. Fucking.
All right. As you're heading out, Beta,
Yes.
he stops and he looks at you and
so
says,
I
okay,
10, 11.
from all my research I found, this is what I need.
Take all that out.
I need a unicorn's horn.
Because that's
Easier to get.
I need an ogre's heart. And I need a bone of the living dead.
Well, that's great.
Bone of the Living Dead. By that, do you mean like a zombie or a skeleton,
Zombie,
or is it just?
skeleton, vampire, whatever's the easiest. You find an
vampire.
undead like Bunny, it would be fine. Just the bone. I don't need the creature. You can kill the creature.
And all that it
Bunny.
requires is to be undead, right?
Yes.
Are there any raps or any as such around here?
Anyway,
Any raps or the such around here?
no.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna kill it and bring it back.
Can you raise dead?
Fucking chagrin.
Next level, I'll switch it to the spell.
Fucking Chagrin, man.
He's trying. He's trying his
He's
best.
just doing whatever he wants,
If you
man.
bring anything back from the dead,
Can it be
they'll
the chickens from the
fucking
market?
murder you.
Well, I mean, I want to bring it back from the dead and then kill it right away. That's why I wanted a bunny, so I could just bring it back to the dead and then stab it with.
Do not bring back a
What a
bunny.
sadistic
We've all seen that
motherfucker.
movie.
All right, so Chargrin, as you going out of the Temple of Iron, unless there's anything else you need in here, because he's kind of come to a stopping point with the demon's blood and everything. He needs those other ingredients, and he should be able to fix whatever's causing this crack in this iron stone.
Okay. Nope. I just head out.
As you head out, you see a very self-fulfilled wreck, happy as his blades are now being created, walking down the road. Amongst the same time, you see
Rick, who did you
two-
kill?
No one.
Then why are you so happy?
Amongst the same time, you see two other figures coming down the road, coming from another temple.
It's a -1.
As you guys all meet up and you start heading back towards the Varys' tower, you guys come into the merchant district, and you meet up with a Roland and a very sad bird. Roland's been trying to console this very sad bird about some things that
I'm
he's
no longer sad.
going on.
I have no life left in my eyes.
And right there is what we're going to pause and take a break, and we'll come back after a few minutes. Then we'll get on to the rest of this quest.
Hopefully we leave the city
got there.
or kill something.
Oh, you guys still got to go to the Hunter's Conclave, so everybody
Yeah,
watching,
hang on
we're
to
going
me
to take a
still.
short break. We'll be
We
back in a
don't
few.
you.
So
Okay, magic shop.
you go looking for a magic shop. There's an item shop that has been rumored to have magic shop stuff.
I need to find. Well, sure, I can go there first.
Okay. You end up at Merkel's Fine Goods.
Okay.
I
I'm
need
so
to come here
glad
anyway.
Brandon is here. Convenient.
I need to come here anyways. Whisper, are you looking for something? I gotta talk to Glinda anyways.
I kind of motion like armor. Like I need to find some armor, but like maybe a necklace. And then I say, I weak, need shield, and I want to find some type of, like maybe plus AC type item. So I want to try and look around and find something like that.
All right, you go looking around, and
Your AFK screen is still up.
oh, hey, look at that. My bad.
Yep.
Boom, gone. So, thanks, Milk. So, you go looking around the shop, and the shop seems to be just basic items. Basic.
Behind the counter right now, working.
Yeah, and there's a guy behind the counter. It's actually a girl behind the counter.
Or
Huh?
is it Glinda?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Glenda.
Okay, I look at Random and I ask if he will try and help me translate to Glenda what I'm looking for.
I'll try, Whisper. So I'm gonna walk up and get up on the little podium again.
You get up on the podium.
We'll
she
stand
looks
up and be like,
She's like, oh, it's you. How have you been?
been better. Just got back from what we were looking for.
Oh,
Found it. Was not easy.
never usually is.
My friend here, as I gesture to Whisper, is looking for some sort of shield, I think, is what he said. But he gestured to, like, a necklace? Any idea what that means?
A shield that's a necklace.
Yes.
Is he looking for something that's possibly enchanted?
I nod frantically.
Seems to be yes.
Feathers start to fly. I've nodded so much.
She says, and what's your friend's name here?
Whisper is what we call him. I don't know if... I turned to Whisper, I'm like, do you have a formal name, or is it just Whisper?
I nod and make a series of bird noises. But I do
Just
so
whisper.
quietly.
She looks a little confused, and
He doesn't speak much, that's why I'm here.
she, I thought I was behind the scene stuff. She, looks a little confused, but she pulls out a big book, flips it open, closes it, pulls out another book, puts it down, pulls out another book. She pulls out a total of 5 different books and looking at them. I mean, these are thick books. She goes, I'm sorry, dear. We don't have your name in the one of these special books. We do have special orders to obtain or acquire some of the magical means you have. If you would like to make a donation today, then I can put you on one of those front lists.
How much is the donation again?
Well, for our tier 1 customers, it's 100 gold.
What?
Gold?
A person?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a person, or is it like, if we did it as like a group, we could do it that way?
She's like, oh, that's right. You're part of that,
Crimson Jaegers, yes.
the Crimson Jaegers. Yes. Let's see. If there was 100 per person, and there was, 1, 2, 3, you said there was 6 of you, correct? So that would come out to 600 per person, but we give you a group discount, so we would say 400 gold to get each of you on the tier 1.
Oh, that's not bad.
I hand her a platinum coin.
She looks down.
Just
She
I
smiles.
don't know what this is, but it's shiny, so I offer it to her.
Da.
What's her
Your horse
response
has
to
it.
my platinum coin offer?
She looks down and goes, oh, for me? Thank you, sweetie.
If I had a tail, it would wag. And then
And I'm gonna ask him, do you think the rest of the guild would mind if we use the funds from the Varrock?
I shrug. I don't know what the hell money is.
This is the
Right.
best.
I give him a thumbs up.
I
Sorry. It's just
Really
like a
racking my
one-way
brain.
kind of.
So I lead in close to her and I say, I, Kilbur Devil, need bad magic.
And she
Where
nods.
bad magic?
She nods and she looks back at Roland and says, he apparently needs your help.
Whisper, what do you need help with? I mean, I understand we're here to get you a shield necklace enchantment thing, but
I gesture that
I didn't
that's
ask
one
why.
thing that I need, but there's a second mission that I'm on.
Of course.
I need magic spell of cursing.
all right.
Chargrin! So what are you guys doing? She told you for a group it would be 400 gold.
I'm gonna turn to her and tell her I actually don't have the funds with me right now. I gave the other pouch to another member. Do you mind if we come back in just a little while and donate?
Absolutely. Come on back.
While we're here, would you mind appraising these gems that I got? I take out the sack of 11 different gems.
I go through each and every one of my notes to find out which ones those are.
Which gem they were. We have a list that says. what
I
they do,
actually
right?
already have the list, but I
Yeah, the
didn't write
list
it
that's already
down.
priced.
Oh, from
Amber,
the
Garnet,
Vrock.
Mhm,
Jade.
from the
Rock
rock.
loot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes stuff a lot more easier.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure you labeled it all already.
Yeah, we know
The amber, the
what
garnet,
they are,
the 2 jades, the 2 pearls, the
but
amethyst.
we don't know
Okay.
what they are. Yep.
So
There was just not any like prices on them, or
She says usually what we charge is 10% examiner's fee of the value of the gem. So if you bring in a group of gems, then we take a few of the gems as payment, or we try to work out an arrangement of it. If it's just one gem, then usually we don't charge. We can appraise it and send you on.
Do one a day then.
one a day for
One a
each of us.
day.
We could get it done in 2 days.
last time you had said you would appraise them for free, but that's also perfectly fine.
It's like,
if
oh,
you
that's
wanna
right,
still
that's
pay.
right. You were the one I was talking to. Yeah, no problem. Let me see the gems.
All right, and I
Remember.
her to look at.
You put all 11 up there? Her eyes get big as there's 11. 1 or 2 gems, not that big. Then you're just like, here, pile of 10 gems. Her
This is
eyes
rocks.
get really big, and she's like, oh my. So she starts looking through the gems, and she spends about a good 15-20 minutes, and says, each of these are worth about 100 gold pieces each.
Oh. Well, think about taking several of these gems as the donation then, since we have them ready.
Yeah, I could take some of these gems.
For most of them. What about the 3 jade and the garnet? I'll donate those to you, and we can call that as our donation.
Definitely. Hang on one moment, please. She pulls out another book, blows it off, has a big old pile of dust on it. And she's like, for our group members. She starts writing down Crimson Jaegers. And she looks up at you and says a few words. Make a wisdom saving throw. DC 22.
She traps you in the book.
And you're dead.
Okay?
Oh, no
Dang.
advantage. Too bad.
So she
It
asks
wasn't 21.
what your group members' names were, and you literally speak it. You say Silvar's name in Elven. You say Xanthus' name in Elven. You say your name in Dwarven. You say a Orcish name, and I don't think you speak Orc, do you? Oh, okay.
I speak Orc.
You speak an
don't
Orcish
speak
name,
Elven.
which you do not recognize. And then you speak
Drac.
Whisper's name. And then you speak an infernal name that you don't recognize. And she just writes it all down and says, okay, excellent, thank you.
No problem.
And she reaches out
One last
and
thing while I'm here.
hands you a copper brooch with like a purple gem on it and says, bring this in with you anytime you come back. It'll help identify easier the Crimson Jaegers on our type of discounts you get.
Brooch, purple gem.
Purple rain.
I grabbed the gem.
Oh. You tried to
Is
have
it-
the gem.
There's 8 of
No,
them.
I
on the
just reached for the gem.
Wait, which gem? You mean the one that he was just handed?
Yeah, the purple one.
The purple brooch.
You reach for it?
Yeah.
All right, he reaches up and grabs at it.
I bat his hand away. No.
She says, okay, now that that's taken care of, let me go see what we have for our tier 1 customers and see if I might not have something for that.
All right.
And she goes all, Randall, come here. Half orc comes out of the back, goes, ugh. She's like, keep an eye on the store for me. He goes up and stands in
cousin.
front of you, just stares right through you, going, ugh. He just kind of eyes are crossed, just staring right through you.
I switch to Orc and go, hi, Randall. I'm Roland. It's nice to meet you.
He responds,
So friendly.
The muscle I see. Very nice.
I loved you in the Addams Family.
So she comes back with a necklace that says this might work for you, but it is kind of hefty.
Define hefty.
I can't part with it for anything less than 800 gold.
It is a little hefty.
Yes, like I said, it is a little hefty. But this would provide some protection from combat monsters and whatever this devil bird thingy is.
How much protection are we talking about?
It puts a barrier of magical force around you to help take off the damage that you would take from combat.
Ooh.
But it provides a decent protection.
Right.
Minor, but decent.
I offer that random fucking gem that you guys gave me.
Is the brooch the
The
identification
Christophage.
brooch?
The Christophage thing?
Oh,
Yeah. I offer that. I say, best shiny. Try to deceive her. Hey!
I'm never going to be able to come back because of you.
Nope. Even with her advantage roll, she looks at it and says, "That is the best
Best
shiny."
shiny.
And then she examines the price on it. How much was that one worth?
50 gold.
Okay. She says this is worth only 50 gold, though.
Fuck!
Even though this is the best shiny I've seen. And she smiles.
I pat Whisper on the head, even though he is taller than I am. I reach up and pat him on the head.
You are standing on a box.
Yeah, you should be about head
Yeah,
level
you're
with
about-
him.
You're about the same height.
Where's your buddy? What is it?
Are you, Whisper?
Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm defeated. I'm telling Shaq.
I'm telling Shaq.
I'm coming.
For the necklace, at a later point, if you might save it for us. But while we're here, I wanted to also ask about the windows.
Oh,
Guy
yes, yes.
coming and looking at the temple windows.
We had a gentleman go out there and measure. He's currently putting together a selection and offer on value. He said there was few of them that were odd-shaped sizes, so he would have to make them custom fit. But
Right.
he said anywhere from... Now, this is an estimate of a low and a high. For that temple to replace the windows would be anywhere from 200 gold to 600 gold.
That's a
Not
big
that
risk.
bad. It's not really that bad. I don't think so, anyways. Before we go to find our friends, do you know a herbalist nearby? I procured some roots that I want to start trying to grow myself.
And some herbs.
Trying to smoke.
She's like an herbalist.
Yeah. A horticulturist, whichever, really.
She says, yes, actually, there is one herbalist. He does not live very far from here. And he lives out of his shop.
Okay.
He's got a Rottweiler and
Two Rottweilers, a pit bull.
Nope, he says he's a very odd fellow. Short, if you will. He's a halfling.
Oh, that's nice.
But you know the guards, the main guards tower in the merchant district, right? One over by the
main
military
garden?
district.
Yeah, I think so.
He's right around there. You can't miss it. It's called Garrett's Herbs. It's a little back towards the wall itself, mainly out of sight. People go there usually on recommendation. He is a very odd fellow, though. And watch out for his pet wolf.
He legitimately is a drug dealer.
Yes.
Turn my head when
He's-
she says wolf.
He's very different than city folk.
Wouldn't be the first time. All right. Well, thank you for all your business today. I believe that's all we have to do right now. Whisper, I don't think we can get your shield necklace yet without talking to the rest of the group.
This is
Wanted to try to find the second part of your plan when we could try that.
Yeah, did you have anything on that whisper, Jimmy?
You don't find anything. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see that second one.
Fucking whisper.
Yes, you found a dead lizard in the corner that's been petrified from the sun for a while, and you managed to find some chalk.
I take those items.
It's a fucking klepto.
You reach down and you take those items.
No,
Do I
kleptos
see-
steal things for fun. I steal things because I don't know it's wrong. There's a difference.
That's
I'm
also
like
true.
5.
Do I see
that is
Whisper
also
pick
true.
up a piece of chalk and a dead lizard?
Yes, he pulls
With
a
a
piece of
20
chalk
perception.
off one of the item tables, and he finds a lizard on the ground and picks it up. I'm
I
not
walk
talking
out
no
the
little.
store.
Oh,
I'm not talking
Whisper.
no little Florida lizard. I'm talking
Oh.
a nice lizard.
Oh wow.
I walk out of the store.
All right, I gotta go chase after him. Thank you for your time, Glinda.
She says, that chalk piece is 1 silver, please.
I gave her a platinum. She could fuck off.
Well, she was talking to Roland, not you.
I still walk out the door.
I put 3 silver on the table and say sorry for the trouble
Thanks, Sol.
and rush after.
I head back to that damn chicken stall.
All right, you head back to the chicken stall.
He's on a mission.
He is straight up on a
Whisper.
mission.
Why,
the guy
why do you have
there?
a lizard? Whisper,
right.
why do you have a lizard?
Huh?
Is the guy there at the stall still?
Yes, he is. He's offering
Perfect.
more chickens, and he has 2 dead chickens in this hand and 2 living chickens going upside down in the right hand.
Motherfucker.
Let my people go.
So you remember when we were fighting that thing that was supposed to be a griffin and we saw the like arcane text on the wall that looked spooky?
Yes.
And then in the tower, we also saw some like arcane runes
Yes.
when we were in the tower. So I'd start drawing like a demonic circle and just writing these random runes in the circle and leaving like circles and stuff open where I like put pieces of the lizard in each side. And I sit in the center and then
You're
start
watching.
chanting
Whisper like,
You're
I
doing
start
that. He's just
chanting
watching you.
random languages and bird curses at the dude.
God damn it.
Performance check?
Make an intimidation check.
Whisper.
I could do that. Fuck.
Oh,
What's up, Bobby?
Just barely.
He
I have a performance too.
What's up, Bobby? He's like, it looks at you, Roland, and says, what is he doing?
He's upset about something. Something about.
He's
I look
about
at his
something.
hands. I look at his hands and see the dead chicken. I'm like, probably that.
At this point, I'm like raising my feathers as hard as I can. Fucking feathers are flying all over the place into his stall.
And he's like, Mike, get him to stop! Get him to stop! Customers are like staying away from him now. He's like, stop!
Man,
Guards! Guards!
guards. Why? He's just drawing.
He's causing a disturbance of the peace and interfering with me selling my wares.
Do the guards approach?
Eventually, yes. Not quite yet, though.
Can Rec approach with the guards?
Not quite yet.
How much are these chickens?
He says the chickens, 4 for 4 gold.
I caw really loud.
I'll give you 3 gold for 4.
He says, sold. Here you go.
My blood is pumping. My natural
I take
demonic dragon blood Electricity starts forming around the circle.
I take the 2 chickens, and I take the 2 live chickens, and I hand the 2 live chickens to Whisper, like, here are your friends. And I hand them the 2 live chickens.
Where are the 2 dead chickens?
Right now, Roland has them.
In my other hand.
I'm gonna roll a perception to see if I see those chickens.
You see the chickens.
Make it where he can't see the chickens.
Oh, you want
Sleight
to
of
make it where
hand,
he
you're
can't?
gonna have
It's
to
a
hide
sleight
it
of
from
hand.
him.
Chicken, the dead chickens from him.
Roland, I don't know what's going on, but you're cutting in and out.
It's Discord, it always does that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see him trying to hide the dead chickens behind his back out of sight, but you do catch a glimpse of them.
I'm too simple to understand anything what's happening now. But I have 2 live chickens, so I feel like I saved them. I cuddle the 2 chickens and start walking away.
You start walking away as Breck and everybody else comes walking up this way to head towards the tower.
Is Shaq there?
Shaq's there too.
Yeah.
I show Shaq the chickens. I save. I bring back. Defeat Chicken Devil.
Is that what you say exactly?
So, Rec asks Whisper, dinner?
That awkward
Behind
silence.
Whisper.
Mm.
I'm gonna come up behind Whisper.
I cast poison spray right in front of Rec. No dinner, friend.
All of a
Me
sudden,
people.
Rec, huge cloud of poisonous gas fills up the area right in front of you and manages to miss you, but you recognize what it is. And at that moment, you notice a few guards coming your guys' way.
Ah, shit. Cheese it.
I go, damn it.
I'm just gonna walk right by my friends with the 2 dead chickens.
This is why we don't fight in the street.
I want to
Try to
approach the
turn us
guard.
away, and we try to go back. I try to go to bring everyone to Merkel's because that's where I needed to head to.
I approach the guards.
All right, so you're trying to round everybody up, and all of a sudden, Whisper approaches the guards. Guards come up, and they're looking around, and a couple of the guards, 4 guards total, 2 of the guards split off to go talk with the vendor. 2 of the guards look down at you, and they say, what's going on here?
I want to use deception on the guard, and I want to explain that he, in my broken bird language, is the Chicken Devil. He is the bird devil. He is everything that's evil, and all his chickens are a ruse. He's going to eventually destroy the town.
Make a deception roll.
Damn it! Yeah!
So the guards are listening very intently at
Frickin'
what you're
devil.
saying, and they're nodding, and they're like, we will check into this. So they go over where the other 2 guards before were asking what's going on, and he's talking about some crazy birds drawing lines and stuff and freaking out, and this dwarf came by. The other 2 guards go over and start trying to strong arm him, good cop, bad cop. And they're like, so what kind of dark magic are you into? And they start really busting his balls about this stuff.
God damn it. This is the cabbage guy.
He gets irritated with what they're saying, and a tussle starts to break out. The guards end up slamming him to the ground, putting him in shackles, and taking him to jail.
I laugh manically
Whisper,
in a dragon/bird laugh that none of you have ever heard before.
Whisper, your curse has now come true.
Yes. I am fulfilled. I raise the chickens above my head and praise them. They are now free.
They're
good.
like
That's good
fucking
stuff right there.
mouth open.
I set them down.
shocked.
Do the
with
birds
2
follow
dead
me?
chickens in my hand.
The chickens do seem to follow you, yes.
Yes, bird friends.
Like, dear sweet Jesus. Dear sweet Palor. What have I gotten myself into?
I turn to Roland and I say, "Now you know what we've been through."
Rack needs to fight something.
I'm like, so are the 2 dead chickens. I'm going to our herbalist shop. I'll be back later.
Wait, he handed me the dead chickens? As he's trying to hand them, I say, "Don't put those next to me with them watching." You should know better than that.
Damn chickens.
That's why I don't eat chicken in front of him.
That's funny.
Whatever.
It's like, forget
Strictly
that.
pork.
I'm good. Let's go.
Okay, I was
Let's
about
go.
to ask if I was asleep.
No, Maya's there.
What?
No, I was about to ask you. You were asleep.
Oh,
Was it?
Yeah, it looked like you were asleep.
might have been the camera.
That's fine.
Anyways, did you stop by Merkel's earlier, Roland?
I also already put us on the donate list.
Okay.
The what?
Donator? Donation list.
What's a donation?
Those are
list?
words, yes.
Tier
Donor
1.
It's
list.
a donation.
Donor, donator.
For what?
Like,
I
What
don't
is that?
go to town a lot.
What does that entail for us?
Access to some magical items and potions, I believe.
Did whoever was at the counter tell you how many tiers there were? Because you said we were tier 1.
is
That
tier
one
I
one
didn't
the
ask
highest?
how many tiers. I asked a lot of questions. Whisper asked a lot of questions, which I had to ask because it's Whisper.
You just seem so bothered.
A little upset, but understand.
Yeah.
I go play with the chickens. Fuck you guys.
They are selling some sort of shooting necklace for like 800 gold that Whisper wanted. But I
We
told
do
him he
have
had to wait to
the-
talk to you.
Well, we still have the loot from the Varrock. If that's something you guys wanted to go look at and see what else Merkel's goods had, we could spend that gold now. Unless you know a place where to keep it all. We'll keep
Rack
some
would
of it
like
at least.
belt. Rick wants a new belt.
Alright, we could get Rec and Whisper something while we're there. I mean, we have all this silver. We might as well use that at least.
Kids, what would I have to roll to see if I remember there being a bank or anything in the Noble District?
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Would I know, since I've been stealing from nobles, if I had ever
Sweet
seen
old
a...
guidance. 13.
Sweet old guidance.
They're in my lunch stuff.
Oh, guidance.
The 9?
Well, with guidance, 13.
Oh. Yeah, you remember where the bank is. You haven't opened up an account or anything, so you don't know.
I mean, yeah, there's a bank in the Noble District, but I don't have an account there myself.
We may
Why?
need to look into, well, I mean, considering we're keeping all of this coin on us, and I don't think we're going to be able to hold onto these bags of holding for much longer, I think we should at least turn in the second bag to the Hunter's Conclave, because I feel like the contract wouldn't be fulfilled without the actual Griffin parts yet.
I
But
mean,
I suggest that we at least use the coin that we found in one of the bags so we can return it to them.
and I can take both the bags and go open a bank if you want me to. But then,
I'll spend it.
I would be the
I'll
only one
spend
that has access to the money.
Right.
No.
What did Rex say?
Rick said that he wants to spend it. He
Okay.
wants a new belt.
I say let's go at least use up all the silver and see what that can get us. I know that there's some on your horse still, and I have the bag of holding that has all the other silver. So if you want to take a couple seconds, unless you needed to head to the merchant district in a hurry, if we can take your horse with us
The
with the
merchant
silver.
district.
Or, the, where the hell was the tower at? I forgot where the herbalist tower was.
Noble.
By the East Gate. I can go in a little while. It's no big.
Okay.
We can go
Alright.
back and I can talk to Glinda again.
Okay.
Speaking of, my windows for the temple are going to be somewhere between 200 and 600 gold.
Well, we might actually be able to pay for that now. And did you get those gems checked out? By the way, as we're talking, could we be
did.
working our way toward their kids, like we're walking and talking, as we're headed
Absolutely.
toward the Merkles? Okay.
You're going towards
Get the
Merkel's,
gyms
correct?
checked out.
Mhm.
Xanthus, you're going to
The
Merkel's.
gym,
Yep.
Whisper's going to Merkel's with his chickens in tow.
Mm-hmm.
the gems so far were 2 ambers, 3 pearls, 3 jades, a garnet, an amethyst, and a tourmaline.
Would it be possible for me to have the amethyst? Sorry, it cut out. I couldn't hear you.
I said, can I ask why? Otherwise, I don't care.
Rufus needed it for something.
Who is Rufus?
He's one of my friends. He's actually a tinkerer of sorts, and he needed an amethyst for something.
Say no more.
Thanks.
Here you are. And I hand him the amethyst.
Put that in my inventory.
I know the better.
It is worth exactly 100 gold.
All right.
New belt, new belt, new belt, new belt.
And then there were 6.
Okay.
That's also what I paid the donator fee with. It was 400 gold-ish
Okay.
for the group, so I just gave her some of the gems.
That's fine.
Hi.
Do we eventually make our way to Merkel's?
Yes, you do.
All right.
You go in there, and as you guys go into Merkel's and you go up to the counter, you see a half-orc, cross-eyed, staring out, going,
Hey, as you go into Merkel's, I want to turn on my eyes
okay,
with detect magic.
it glows.
The entire store or everything that's in it?
Just the orc behind the counter. And a few
The
other
orc?
items behind the counter.
The orc
What's
itself
that orc
glows?
glowing?
The orc is glowing.
That's cool.
Hey, Randall. Is Linda still here?
He turns around and walks
He doesn't
off.
talk much, but he's very friendly.
She comes out and says, "Oh, that was quick. You're back."
Yeah, we actually ran into him on the way out.
Oh, excellent. How can I help you
the
guys
first
today?
thing they wanted to ask is how many tiers there are and how much money it is between each tier.
Well, there's currently 5 tiers.
Shit.
Currently.
Our 5th tier is the most expensive, but it's because we go through great lengths to acquire items they're looking for. Our first 2 tiers that we have are items that we've come across that we might have to be able to offer you, which a few different groups of travelers have come across to the tier 1 and tier 2. Once you hit tier 3, we start specifically looking for it. And I need Shaq and I need Xanthus to make a perception check, DC 18.
Okay.
What about passive perception, or it's just straight up?
Straight up roll. See it or miss it.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, 17. Come on, man.
Can I tap Silvar to give him guidance?
What? How would
You don't know
to
what's
give me
going on.
guidance?
So no.
Yeah, you don't know what's happening.
Never mind then.
Oh no!
Okay.
God damn it!
So you guys missed the thieves' cant she was giving out.
The what?
The thieves' cant she was giving out.
Oh, but wouldn't we
was
know that
speaking it?
passively that she was
Yeah.
speaking it because we
She's
speak
not
it too?
speaking it. She was using hand movements that you had to recognize.
Oh.
Oh shit!
But
Alright.
Which
you
is-
think they'd have
Yes.
advantage on that at least?
Nope.
Yeah.
As rogues?
If Rek knew what thieves'
Wait,
cant
doesn't-
was, he might actually
doesn't-
understand it. But it was literally it was
person
just
know
like
what-
a mixture of hand movements and how she was speaking, holding her fingers. Like when a person would speak and you have your hands out like that, she might have a finger
Yeah.
bent back on one side, her thumb might be tucked in, and just able to say different things without actually speaking.
Right.
And she was mixing it with a little bit of something else. So the perception would have seen, oh wait a minute, that's thieves' cant.
Seen through the hidden thieves' cant that she's giving off. Go ahead.
So she says our first 2 tiers are for where most of the clients that come in, if we have magical items, we offer to sell and distribute. Our 3rd tier is the first tier that we actually look for said items. We try to find them. Our 4th tier and our 5th tier offer discounts on items that we get. Our 5th tier is a 50% off on a majority of items.
50%.
50%.
And how much is it to buy into that?
Well, you have to buy each tier. You can't just buy
Okay.
into the 5th tier.
So how do you buy into each one?
The first tier is 100 gold per person. The second tier is 400 gold. Then it jumps up to 800 gold. Then 1600 gold. And then tier 5 is 3500 gold.
Exponential.
Yes.
They gotta make money, fam.
But you'll save money in the long run.
Yep.
Per person.
So,
And once you hit
I'm
tier
assuming-
4 and tier 5, we incorporate the help of others to look for these items and acquire them.
Well,
sorry, Daniel,
yes.
nothing came out there.
Gotcha.
For instance, if
gotcha.
somebody was looking for some very rare adamantite armor or mithril armor, then we would keep an eye out for if anyone's selling or getting rid of
Okay.
said items and try to acquire them.
Speaking about armors, what do you have in the wares of that?
Armors?
Yes,
We have some basic materials for armors.
but of anything of magical enhancements.
Currently,
I'm all
nothing
up
in
the
process.
Copper brooch. Tier 1. Woo.
Holding out the brooch, it's got a purple little glow to it when you put it on the counter.
So I turned to Roland after she explains like the tiers and things of that nature. I was like, do you want to I personally believe that we should expend the coin that we have right now, and due to the nature of things that have been happening, we should arm ourselves with what we can get from here right now.
Rick agrees.
Best idea, sure.
Okay.
You have to figure in that we might have more expenditures down the road for other.
Of course, but I feel like we could at least expend the silver right now and see what that can get us.
Yes.
So,
We do have a lot of silver.
Daniel, one more time. It like nothing came out there.
I said we do have a lot of silver.
Yeah, that's why I think we could at least expend that. So I look to her and I ask, is there a place where you could where you can hold all this coin? Because I would actually like to pay for the second tier right now.
The second tier for your group, as a group member, as Roland's already got in here, the Crimson Jaegers, and she says your name in Elven, which you haven't heard in a while because it's the name that your
Yeah.
father used to call you. She says it's a total of 1,600 gold to get to the second tier
For the group.
for the group. Yes,
1,000 what?
600 gold.
600.
Okay.
That's
And we have
16,000 silver
900
if you have
in
that much
silver.
silver.
Okay. So I would... We have... Wait, you have 900 on you?
Over total, so 900.
Yeah, we have 9,000 silver. Yeah, so we have 900 gold. And then we still have the other thing. That's why I was asking where
The
she could
gold
keep all the coin, because we were
Plus
gonna...
the gold on the horses.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna also mention. So, technically the gold on the horse and all the silver would pay for that right now. And then we still have 1,800 inside your bag of holding. One more time.
Your
is-
audio
is there-
shit.
It's Discord.
No, I know. That's why I'm just asking you to repeat it, because if I can't hear you, I'm patient. I can wait till we can hear you. But go ahead. You were saying.
I was just saying, it's if you want to. Is there any difference between going from tier 1 to tier 2 besides the gold that we put in?
Is there what?
Any difference between tier 1 and tier 2?
The difference between tier 1 and tier 2 is the rarity of items that we offer our clients. So let's say, for
Okay.
instance, if with tier 1, we would offer common healing potions. If we had, say, greater healing potions, we wouldn't offer those to tier 1 customers. Those would be restricted for tier 2 customers.
So, yes.
Do you have any belts?
She points over there, past you, up behind, and says, "Aisle 3, second shelf, halfway down."
No, like tier 1 belts.
Oh, you mean magical belts?
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, I can't say as we do right now.
And then I proceed to hand her the silver out of the bag of holding. So I'm gonna first pull out. I'm first gonna pull out a handful and be like, "Yeah, so this bag has quite a few that I want us to pay for so we can get to the second tier. Is there a place where you can keep this now so I don't have to pour this all over the countertop?"
She goes and pulls out a huge bowl and puts it on the countertop. She's like, "Here you go."
Don't pour out the silver because there's body pieces still in there.
No, because I could just pour out silver
You can't
and
pour
say
it
silver
out.
and
You
it come
have
out.
to think about it. And
Yeah,
it appears in
Think
your
it
hand.
and go, okay. I go, do you have more bowls?
So as you're filling up the bowl, you notice that
Yeah.
once the bowl hits a certain amount, it doesn't get any fuller. The more silver you keep
Oh,
putting
that's
in,
dope.
It's a
It
bowl
just-
of holes.
I go to Xanthus and say, "Can you get the silver off of Roland's horse, please?" Or unless Roland wants to do it, to
Where
get the
is
rest of the silver
horse at?
on
Horse is
outside.
outside.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
right
just
outside?
outside. Yeah,
Tied up.
it's a horse he
Yeah, he
brought with.
tied it up
Right
and left
outside.
it there.
Yeah, it's out in
Somebody
front
Pickpocketing.
of the
You gotta
house.
be careful about that because if you wouldn't have remembered, all the silver on your horse would have been gone.
Oh yeah, I remember the horse. So I'm gonna proceed to empty out the thing and wait for him to get the other silver from the horse. Someone might need to help him carry that, but
How much is it?
3,050.
3,050.
Yeah,
And I'm giving her 5,950 silver out of the bag of holding, which is all gonna total to 900 gold.
She says, "What's that emblem on that bag there, sweetie?"
This
great.
Uh-huh.
it's one of the the Hunters Conclave, Cerberus.
The huntsman.
Are you a member of the Cerberus, or did you just take a contract? Figure?
We currently have a contract with them.
Oh. Well, if you ever become full-fledged actual members of Cerberus, come back and let us know. We offer a 15% discount on all goods.
Sounds good. Sounds like I
what
got
I'm
to
doing.
join another guild.
So did we just upgrade to tier 2?
Well, we have to
We
give her
don't
all the
have
money.
enough
So we
in
gave her
the
900
process.
gold. I'm doing the math right now. And then, Maya, you have 775 gold on your horse, right?
Yeah, and that's all the way
Okay.
back at the.
I'm assuming we brought our horses with us the entire time and we're walking with them.
That's what I'm going to guess. Otherwise, no.
Yes.
Next time it needs to be stated.
Yeah.
Can we say that Rec is tier 2 right now? Because we paid 900.
Yeah, so
silver.
we basically, it totaled out, kids, to 1675 is how much gold total we gave her.
Okay.
So we technically have 75 extra gold. That's kind of, if Rec found something that was like cheap, or we could just spend it on
Okay.
potions or something. But yes, we are
So you
technically.
have all this
fact,
gold
these
and
things are gonna be
silver
like
up on the
500
counter and
gold.
stuff, and she comes back, and that half-orc comes back, and she pulls out a little wand and taps it on the counter, waves it around, and says a word, and all of a sudden, all the coins start flying up out of the bowl and stacking into stacks.
That's so fucking cool.
Awesome.
And it gets all counted up, and
like
she says
Gringotts.
that's exactly 1,675 gold total. She pulls out a book and starts writing in him. And then all of a sudden, you see the half orc just reach forward and start
lost all the
dumping stuff
gold.
into a bag. Just,
Okay.
Does she have any tier 2 items like the necklace that I wanted?
Well,
Now,
one.
now do you have a belt?
Rat was talking first, so we gotta wait for Rat.
Yeah.
But he has that necklace for you.
So Rec will now ask. Rec's just like, now do you have a belt?
Why, yes, we actually do have a belt. What type of belt are you looking for?
I didn't think that far. What belts do you have?
That is a good question. Let me go look.
Does the copper brooch change colors or anything?
Yes, it
That
does.
would
The
be pretty
copper
cool.
brooch now glows red instead of purple.
Ooh, red.
Oh, red.
Rec's favorite color. Rec knows his colors.
Nice.
Does he?
Yeah, red is what comes out of people.
That's my favorite.
That's Red's favorite color.
Most people it comes out red. And then later on it turns brown.
16 people in here right now. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show.
Hello.
We're currently buying stuff.
Yeah, don't mind the downtime. Don't worry. I'll kill them later. I mean, I'll beat up on them in a little bit.
I mean, we do have goblins to take care of.
Hello.
She says that she has,
Oh!
She has something for you.
Yeah, something.
she
A
says
belt
she
of the berserker.
does have a belt, but she's like, never mind, I can't. That's for a higher tier. Let's see, what other belts do I have?
Damn it.
But I do have that belt though. You got to be tier 4 for that one.
Oh.
We have to go get some. We're gonna have to go get some more hordes.
Belt of
That
giant
you will,
strength.
that you will.
Nope, it was a belt of the berserker.
Wreck grows a beard.
I can sell you this belt of Dwarven Kind for 5,000 gold with the discount included.
I told you guys it's gonna be expensive with
Dwarven Con for how much?
5,000.
5,000 gold.
Oh yeah, no.
Jeez.
This belt gives you the health and fortitude of a dwarf, and helps
Okay.
helps to
Sweet.
grow a beard. The last person who wore this grew a big bushy beard, and gained resistance on poisons.
That's great.
Yep.
The other belt that
Sounds
we
about right.
currently have is a belt of Storm Giant strength, but unfortunately the price is a little too high. If only 5,000 is too high for you.
Ouch. She's checking our status right now.
We just blew it all to get our status.
That was silver anyways, so we
That it
kind of
was,
had to
that
use
it
it.
was.
I'm not carrying fucking 200 pounds of silver
We
everywhere.
would store it somewhere.
Plus, that basically
And
felt the
gold.
bag that Shaq was
So,
holding.
so Rex says, besides belts, what else do you have that would help somebody who is in your face and fight?
1 second.
But I'll circle back on those belts. Damn, Dwarven Con and Storm Giant Strength.
Right?
I'm Googling Storm Giant Strength.
Gives you 29 strength.
29.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah, you won't want to know the price though.
Probably like
50k gold.
115k.
What'd you say, Shaq?
50k gold.
Right on the head.
Because I'm a rogue. I know these things.
Just the value. I mean, it's worth it. So,
Oh my god. It's nuts.
Oh, that's a legendary, Adam.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's 50k gold, and you got to be a minimum of tier 4.
How about armors? Now that we're
While they're having this conversation, can I roll a perception check to see if I see any hidden passageways or any like?
Still talking, King.
stuff.
Don't be a dick.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, I just want to roll stuff while he's doing that. I like to inspect the place.
Make a perception check.
is that me or Shaq?
That's for Shaq. She mentions you
Understand.
wreck the the belt of Dwarven Kind. That's all she currently has for tier 2 members. Shaq, you don't see any per se hidden passages or anything currently out in front. She does look at Roland and says, "So, were you interested in that necklace for your friend?"
That's up to the bank people.
We have no
I'm just looking around, really.
We've got no money in our hands.
I mean, technically, you have the money in the bag of holding if Whisper really wants it.
I ask her if she has any kind of trinkets, like jewelry or something, for Tier 2 members.
She
Things that are possibly better than the necklace.
pulls out a book and starts looking, and
My goodness.
she's like, I do have an upgraded version of that necklace, but it's a little more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
A little more as in 100 gold more, or a little more as in
250 more.
double the price? 250 gold more, so it would total to being, because I wasn't there for the first
1050.
price. 1050? Okay. Damn. All
I
right.
don't know what that means, so I look
Yeah.
at Shaq.
So could you elaborate
I
on
poke
what else
Shaq.
the necklace would do? Because I wasn't here for that conversation.
It would provide a barrier of magical force to help lessen the blows against you from combat.
Okay,
Out of
so
character,
it would.
it's a necklace of protection.
Okay, so it would give him like a plus
It gives him
two.
like a +1, +2, or up to a
Plus-
+3, depending on which one he wants and gets.
Okay, so the 800 gold one, it would be, I'm assuming, a +1.
Yes, and the other one that she
Okay.
offered was a +2.
Okay.
A lot of things that she's going to
know.
deal with in tiers will be +1, +2, and +3.
Okay, got it. All right. I look to Whisper and say, buddy, I'm going to need to get some more gold before I can afford something like that.
I'm not.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to look at? Also,
I would
Jordan,
like to
check
talk
Discord.
to Glinda. In between me and I want to put myself between Glinda and Whisper, so Whisper can't see what I'm trying to get from her,
Okay.
because I know it's going to be shiny. And I'm going to ask her if she has any diamonds in stock.
Just raw diamonds?
Raw diamonds.
Yes, I do
Different
have.
size,
I do have some
quality.
diamonds. What quality are you looking for?
I'm looking for at least one in the 300 gold range.
In the 300 gold range. Oh lord.
Spells that do not come cheap.
No, I don't have one in the 300 gold range. I do have one in the 200 gold range, though.
Rick wanders off.
Hmm.
Someone keep an eye on him.
And what are you looking for a diamond for? And for the 3, what spell are you? You said spells aren't cheap. What spell are you trying to cast?
Kill
A
it.
cleric spell? I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It basically brings someone back from the dead.
Are you talking about like a revivify or a raise dead or a resurrection spell?
Revivify. Like Revivify.
She pulls out a book and
Just a low
starts
level
looking
one right
through it.
now.
And
You haven't heard of it. It's not popular.
Probably too new for you.
yeah, you don't know. You just not good.
You probably
Yeah,
haven't.
there are
You probably
clerics
haven't heard
in
it
this
yet.
land. It's just that you're the first of Palor in a while.
She says,
Kinda.
I'll keep an eye out for one though. I know a few different people who deals in gems. I might be able to twist and trade. If you would like to leave 300 gold piece here or the gems of value, and I come across it, I'll acquire it. So next time you come through, and if I do have it, I can just hand it to you.
Sure, that sounds fine. I'll hand her the 2 amber and the tourmaline.
All right. She takes it, and you see her making in the big group book making big notes. And while she's making notes, you see the little brooch pulsing.
What does the brooch pulsing mean?
She's like, "Oh,
If I don't-
that
if you don't
brooch
know my-
directly ties to notes I'm currently making about the exchanges that we're doing. Like you're giving me money
Right.
now for a diamond, so as I write it down, it's being listed that services and money has already been rendered for said item, and this magic bond between the brooch and this book can't be forged. So when you come
Okay.
back with the brooch and you say I'm here for this diamond, and you pull it out, I can put the book up and it'll open straight up to it.
Do you know when you might have the diamond by chance?
I will send a runner over to our contact and see if he doesn't have him on him, and if not, if he might not know somebody within the next few towns.
Also, the window guy, when might he want me to stop by to pick what?
Oh, to
Or
take
is
a
he
look at
bringing
his,
them here?
to take a look at the designs and stuff. He'll be around tomorrow if you'd like to come back by.
If I have nothing else on my plate, I will definitely be here.
No problem. Otherwise, if you head all the way over to the west gate in the residential section, right before you're to leave and head towards Arendor, on the left side of the road, which will actually be the south of the road, he lives in a little hovel of a house, but he has a giant chimney, and that's where he does all of his glass blowing and glass work.
South of road, little hovel, giant chimney. Does anyone
he
else
did.
have any business left?
Yeah, I've got something that I'm looking for.
And what is that?
You're up.
Some type of quiver that holds more arrows than normal.
More quiver. I can't say as I've heard of anything like that, but I do know that the crafters over at the Temple of Moradin, they might be able to create you some type of quiver that can hold more arrows for you.
Okay, I was over there earlier about a bow. I guess I should have spent a little more time and asked them about maybe.
That probably would have been a lot better of an idea.
Can I try and bribe, or not bribe her, but like barter with her to get the price lowered some?
Yeah, you can.
with your 2 chickens in tow.
Oh my god, I do have 2 chickens in tow. I forgot. But would that be under deception, or what role would that be?
Persuasion.
That would be under persuasion. Is there persuasion?
There is persuasion.
It would be under persuasion against her insight.
There is.
Okay. Can I try and like roll for a 10% barter?
Well, you role play it and then you roll it.
Damn it. All right, Shaq, you're on.
Well, it's whoever does the role
drop it in
playing
my
gets
lap.
the roll.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. He said, "Oh, sure, if you're fine, all right, hold on, let me go ahead and refresh." Because some people are frozen.
Well, beep.
If I could talk today without it being in pain, it would be easier.
Right. without broken speech.
Right.
So, are there any other types of discounts you give to guild members of my sort? And I say all that in a thieves' cant.
She responds, says, usually we hire people like you to help our tier 4 and tier 5 customers. I would watch that armor and those weapons of yours, though.
Wait, is this all said in thieves' cant,
Yes,
or?
it is.
Yeah. I make it so I'm speaking at thieves' cant that I've spoken in front of my brother before, so he hears.
Well,
my
I mean,
You can
conversation.
pick up on
I
it, too. I
assume
mean, you're a
this-
thief, so...
Well,
Yeah.
because I can technically also roll to make it a thieves' cant, like in heavier disguise if I wanted to hide it from you, and you'd have to roll against it.
Oh,
But I'm
really?
not
Okay.
trying to hide it too
Right,
much. Yeah, so that you can get it. What do you mean about my armor and my weapons?
Well, your weapons are not of the upper regions. They're from the Underdark. They are highly sought after trophies, if you will, but they are definitely different types of material than what's used.
Can I roll a perception to see if she's has anything vandal-like on her?
Yeah, you can.
Perception, please. Just above a 10. Where is it? Nope.
Nah, dude,
Directly
you don't
below
see
a 10.
nothing.
That's why I don't
She's
ask.
good.
Damn it. Yeah, she is. Okay. I ask her if there are any weapons that she has for our tier that are basically, if I were to a weapon that if I were to throw it, it would come back.
A weapon of returning.
Yes.
She says, unfortunately, no. We do not currently have any of those in stock or have come across any of those recently.
Now, would you yourself be able to identify items
Yes, I can identify items.
for a fee, or
For a fee,
is it
yes.
for free? Okay. I go ahead and I reach into my pouch and I grab 800 gold for myself and I say, I'll take that necklace. And I put down 800 gold pieces on the table.
She says,
That barter went well.
she says,
It's fine. I'm not
she
worried about it.
takes the money and she hands you the necklace.
And then I hold it, put it into my pouch, and I just hang on to it.
All right, so you put it in your pouch.
I'm ready to take off.
You look around and Rek's already gone.
Yeah.
Rek, where did you head to?
I'm watching fights. I got bored. I went to go to the dented helm.
You went to the dented home?
Yep.
That is not the best place for us right now.
All right, so
I don't care.
Rek, you're heading towards the dented helm.
Yep.
As you are going towards the dented helm, let me go and double check this. Right in here. Make sure I remember where the dented helm exactly is. If I remember correctly, isn't it in the slums?
It's in the slums.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Yep. As you're heading to the dented helm, you walk up from the merchant district to what's called the gatehouse of the slums. As you approach it, you you get noticed by a few guys outside the gate, and they look at you, and they don't look like most people where they're afraid of you. They say, "What are you doing here?"
I want to watch a fight. You want to fight?
He's like, "We ain't that dumb. But let's
Okay.
go watch a
Alright.
fight. You got some money, we can wager."
Yeah, I got some.
All right. Well, they walk with you to escort you to the dented helm.
Okay.
All right. As they escort you to the dented helm, he says,
Can I?
Huh?
Can I keep a perception to watch their hands towards weapons and everything?
make a perception check.
Nice perception.
You notice that their hands are definitely on their weapons. I mean, you are a scary type person.
All right.
So if they go to draw, you won't have any surprise. It would be an initiative roll.
Yep.
As you go walking through the slums, again, you notice that there are no actual guards here. The slums run themselves with their crime syndicate.
Okay.
You get taken into the dented helm, and as you go into the dented helm, you notice that there was no fights going. There was a small crowd inside. And these four guys with you are like, "Hang on, wait right here. We're going to see if we got a fight brewing." One of the guys goes over and talks to the barkeep.
Can I insight the environment to kind of see how their demeanor and everything is?
A perception check, yes.
Perception or insight?
It would be under perception because you're looking at how they actually are. They're very defensive. I mean, last time you were here, I mean, you destroyed the first fighter, so it's really kind of hard to see anything deceptive or anything from them. They just
Yeah,
recognize you as a very strong individual.
Do I get a feel that they're the same type that had attacked us previously?
Those were vandals, yes, and these are vandals, yes.
Okay. So, knowing that, I'm actually going to try and sneak back out the door and around into an alley.
Well, as you start to turn around to try to sneak, there's two guys right behind you, and they're like, "Oh, where are you going?"
I forgot something.
Alric will be here in a minute.
Ooh, this is tough. Are they just humans?
Yeah, they're all humans in here.
I walked through them.
As you walk through them, they pull their weapons. You need to sit back, sir.
Wait,
Alright.
what does rest in peace and peace mean?
So if they're trying to block me in here, I'm going to just put my arms out and shove them both to the side, and then take off.
Oh my goodness.
All right, hang on one moment.
Rip in pieces. Rest in peace in pieces.
What is this? Oh, okay, that's what this one is. I need to...
Ah, shit.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to unarchive certain pages.
Pepperoni.
So, we're gonna go...
Thanks for the support, guys.
Nah, he's
This is
fine.
why you
He's back.
shouldn't let me wander off.
Shit, I'm back in here.
Oh.
It's
Technically,
me.
we're not there.
Is the front door to the shindig?
I am working on it.
The shindig, I think that's it.
You're
All
right
right.
about...
Oh, I'd have thought it was this.
Oh, I was right about here.
You were right about there.
God, Rick is so small compared to those tables and chairs.
I'm a little man.
Sorry, they're just humans. You'll be able to shove them and just run down the street.
Exactly.
What is this?
exactly.
A school for ants?
As the map takes a minute to update on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, guys, it will update.
Eventually.
Alright, so now it's...
That or I'm gonna kill every human in this bar. One or the other.
Good possibility, because shit's about to get crazy. You wanted a fight, Mikey. Give me one moment, please. Is this actually gonna work or no?
This time on Rolls of Fate, we find out if I have to re-roll a character. That's fine. I'm looking at other classes right now.
He's like, I'm already ahead of it.
Hey, you have
Nah,
to.
you just gotta. You
gotta
got a
be
fast
prepared.
speed. They'll fail the strength check when you shove them to the side, and you can make it through the door. I thought there were only 2 guys blocking Wreck.
No, there was 4 guys total. 2
Damn
guys
it.
behind him, 1 next to him. Sorry. Let's see.
Run like the wind, Wreck.
Where's the other one? Give me one moment. Set up this whole scenario.
I'm gonna step away really fast for a little bit. Just a couple seconds, sorry.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
That's right, getting stabbed several times.
37 to be exact.
Wow, look at them all. They're everywhere.
Look at that.
All right. So,
I think this wasn't a good idea.
The hell is that outside?
those are just different types
Oh.
of critters. This right here is the door. Those are the
I
guys.
was zoomed out so it looked like a bear in armor.
You turn around to push through these guys.
Yep.
What's your strength check?
I didn't roll one yet.
I need a strength check.
Wait.
from
That's
you.
freaking Archer.
24.
Character sheet over here. And that guy's a thug. Character sheet and boom. Pop him out. Let's go. So, thug strength, bandit strength. Alright.
Super fail and a ringer fail.
You push through and get here, and you see the veterans step over with their blades drawn.
With what drawn?
Blades, their swords, their weapons. Matter of fact, their long swords are drawn. If only it was that. Any hostile action or moving forward will be rolled by initiative and them attacking you. The guys behind you at this moment said, I think you need to come sit down, Orc.
Alright. So
It's going great.
I'm going to, I guess, roll initiative because I'm not going shit fucking anywhere. So roll initiative or just attack? Like,
No, roll initiative.
oh shit.
Oh.
Oh no, Rick.
Died.
Rest in pieces.
All you had to do was sit down.
Is this whole bar
Well,
against him?
technically, I
yeah.
haven't made an action yet, so
No actions have been made yet. But the people in this bar that were ready for combat, yes, I have to have all of them prepared because they are all readied.
Yeah, they're in a ready stance. Oh, damn it.
just change the berserker. Alright, I thought the berserker.
Which one's a berserker?
Oh, dang it.
There's a berserker in the bar?
Yeah, I didn't click on the damn berserker.
Oh shit, he's over there.
Yeah, hang on. Where
He
is
seems upset.
Gladiator? There
There's
we
a
go.
lot of people in here. Holy fuck.
Now I'll click on the berserker. There we go.
Yeah, you changed the bandits to 12,
What was his?
I think. Oh no, berserker was 13.
There was 13, yeah.
Something got changed. I was watching
Berserker
it
was
and then it just
13,
changed.
bandit
Yeah.
captain is 7.
Yeah.
I mean, he left while we were bartering, so
Yeah, but I mean, he couldn't have gotten that far ahead of us
that's also true.
because, like, it's not like he could walk all the way across town and just a
He
little
left.
interaction there.
He left early enough that when you guys go outside to look, you're not going to have any clue where he went. And no one's going to say, oh,
Right.
hey, he went to the Dented Helm.
Yeah.
That's the conundrum of this point, this part right here.
But I mean, we would know to look somewhere for him where he would be fighting.
Not at the Dented Helm because you guys were just attacked by Van.
Yeah, by those guys.
Going there would not be anything.
It's like going back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
This was partially because I have. So I get to roleplay this.
Yeah.
Yep. He was bored. Now he gets to I'll be bored.
hmm
Doesn't like extended RP, leaves extended RP for solo RP.
Right.
It's also extended.
The veterans both pull out their weapons, and staring at you is they have okay. Both of them have heavy crossbows currently drawn and pulled. As you approach, they sheath the crossbows, turn around, and pull out their long swords. They both take their long swords with two hands, and they're held up back like this waiting for you. So they're delaying their reaction to what you do.
Okay.
And like the gentleman behind you said, you need to sit down, orc.
So is everybody just waiting on me?
The thugs also seem to be waiting on you. The bandit's the one that... We'll say this thug's the one that spoke. The commoners in here are kind of like, what the fuck's going on? Holy shit, what just happened? But nobody seems to be actually being aggressive towards you. It's like as if they are waiting for you to calm down as the less aggressor. They're just telling you how it is and waiting on your reaction.
Okay. My action is going to be the two with the longsword out. I'm going to push the one right here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go ahead and push him and try and take off back to the, because I'm trying to figure out, so I came from this way, correct? I'm not sure if you can see that pinging. From I guess the south side?
Yeah, you came from down that way.
Okay. I am going to push the guy right here, on the southern guy. I'm going to push him back 5 feet, and then I'm going to take off.
All right. You go to push
And then
him, and
both
both
get attack of
veterans get attacks
opportunity.
on you. Both thugs get attacks on you because they were holding their turn as well. And 1, 2, 3 attacks of opportunity on you as well.
Yep.
So, this is going to be fun. The veteran, first veteran. Each veteran gets 2 attacks with their longsword.
Okay.
Veteran number 1.
It's...
All right. Veteran number 2.
It's...
Veteran number 3.
I'll just wait for all this to add up.
It is advantage because you are flanked, so you take the critical.
Okay. I'm just waiting until all the attacks are done so I can just add them all up.
Okay. Well, I gotta wait because some attacks might not go off if you drop first, like the
Okay.
attacks of opportunity. So then we go to the few. When he didn't get... Yep, it really hurts when he doesn't get a chance to rage. The thug who's 10 feet away from you fires his crossbow.
Miss.
And he does miss because he's not getting it at advantage. But the one in melee with you misses.
Miss.
As you leave, we got attack of opportunity 1.
Hits.
Attack of opportunity 2 misses.
Miss.
Attack of opportunity from the thug.
Miss.
All right, roll up your damage.
It's 44,
Alright.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
What was that last one that hit? Was 7, so 31. Alright. Now I'm gonna go into a rage as a bonus action.
Before or after you push him out of the way?
Well, I never pushed him out of the way.
Okay,
I said I was going to, because it's my turn.
got it. And they waited for it. So as soon as you go, okay, so now it's your turn. You rage. What are you doing?
Alright, and then I'm going to push the asshole out of the way. Because you already rolled the attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Yep.
We both
just
have
happened.
2 automatic successes.
Wow. It's just
Wow.
Wait, so...
Unstoppable force,
A movable
But
object.
my crit's higher.
20 is a 20.
is it though?
Doesn't matter if it's
Yeah, it's
higher
20,
or not.
yeah.
It goes by nat 20. It's just a nat 20. So basically, it's a stalemate. Just like if you both rolled a 1, it would be a stalemate.
Okay. Then I'm going to try again, because everybody took attack of opportunity on me already as if I ran away.
Which is why I was asking about damage. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Your turn is that. So
Well, I get 2 attacks.
Huh?
So I get 2 pushes.
you get your attacks, which is your action of attack. Okay.
Yeah, it's
you
like
don't
2
get-
actions.
You don't get 2 actions. It's still 1 action. It's just in your 1 attack action, you have 2 attacks.
I get 2 actions.
No, you have. If you use second wind, you get 2 actions, but you don't get to cast 2 spells in 1 round.
I have extra attack.
Yes, you're using the attack action. That is 1 action that gives you 2 attacks. That's what I'm trying to get at. When you attack
Let me
and
read
use
extra
the
attack, 'cause that doesn't
attack
sound-
action, it gives you 2 attacks. When you use the spell action and you cast your spell, the sorcerer can augment that with his meta magic to cast 2 spells using the twin spell during that 1 action. Because you have a movement equivalent action and you have your other action. And the other action includes a strength check or a roll of 1 type. The attack action
Beginning
is
at
the only one that
5th
goes
level,
in
you can
multiple.
attack twice
Yes, you get 2 attacks for your attack.
instead of once.
Whenever you take the attack action on your turn,
Yeah.
you still
Yeah,
get 1 attack action.
And a push is an attack, so I still have another
No,
attack.
the push is not an attack.
That uses your attack action. Instead of an attack, you're doing a push.
All right, fine. I'm going to pull out my axe, and then I'm going to use my...
But you
My-
can't pull out your axe because you used your attack action already, is what he's saying.
And
I
you used
didn't
your
use my attack action. I used a push.
a push is your action. That's what I'm saying. The attack action is your action. A push is your action.
All right, then I'm going to burn an action surge, pull out both of my axes.
And now you can fuck them up.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use something that I have never used yet on this character, but I took it a long ass time ago. Let me bring out my character sheet.
Can you use whatever you just said to do another push then, if it gives you another action?
He could.
Because that's still an option.
Well, push and attack. I'm going to hit him, and I'm going to hit him hard. And when I do that, it's going to push him back 5 feet. So let me go ahead and...
Actually, if he fails, you push him 15 feet.
Yep.
Yep, so let me go ahead and...
Now you can do that twice because it is a specific part of an attack.
25 AC.
Hits.
And I get to add a 1d6, so... damage. So 3. So hit him for 12, and he has to make a DC.
15 strength check.
Yep, DC 15.
He makes it.
Okay. And then I'm going to...
You have another attack for your attack action, and you have your bonus action still.
Yep, so... 21 AC for 15 slashing.
Hit.
And then... He's still up.
He's still up.
21 for 11.
You're cutting him down, but he's still up.
Alright.
He's hurting. All right. Bandit Captain. Looks like we got ourselves a little fun.
Shit.
Gladiators move on down. This bandit, it's his turn now. Whenever you want to see combat.
Why is this guy damaged? I was hitting this guy.
Oh, well, here.
He was my path
There
out.
you go.
Yeah.
There. How's that? Is that better?
There we go. Yep, better.
Here, I'll even put him to the front so you can see his limited life. Bandit swings at you. AC 13.
Miss.
Misses. Then it goes to the veterans. 4 attacks on you. First one. Miss.
Miss. Which one is that? That was attacking, by the way.
That would be this wounded one already.
Okay, he missed.
Yes, he did. Repost.
All right. Repost. 15 damage.
Okay. Oh, damn. barely still up. You see him shaking. You counteract his attack when he comes in to hit you, and you counteract him so bad that he can't hold the sword in two hands anymore. It's got one hand as his left arm just kind of falls limp, and there's just blood rushing down the left side of his arm. And the other one swings at you.
Miss.
And 20.
Miss.
Hits you for 8.
Oh, 20, yeah. He hit me for 4.
Yeah, I'm saying the damage, and you half it.
Yep.
Let's see. The veterans are done, so now it's the thug. He steps in, so their thugs are now in melee. Thug's first attack. Each thug gets 2 attacks. 21 for 4. 22 for 4.
Alright.
The second thug. 20 for 3.
Will that be 2 or 1?
That would be 2. Damage is rounded up, healing's rounded
Okay.
down. And the final attack for 4. Wow, they hit you for like a total of 8 points.
Yep.
The Berserker moves down. And now it's your turn again, Rick.
Alright, same asshole. I'm going to Battle Axe while raging. 16 AC.
The veterans have a 17 AC.
Oh, just barely. Okay, I'm gonna...
That definitely hit.
That'll do it.
Describe its fate.
I'm just gonna sever his arm, and when he goes down, he collapses. But because I haven't ran away yet, I actually have to, because one of those attack of opportunities hit me a while back, so I need to add that health back. So I gotta find that. So +7, so because that one hit me for 7. Well, that helps out a lot. And then because I still have one more bonus action, I'm going to step up, obviously invoking attack of opportunity from these three goons because I stepped out of their combat reach.
Yep.
I'm going to hit this guy on my way out, and then I'm going to full movement out of there. Let me go ahead and
Wreck.
I'm gonna hit that one guy for once. So
Oh. It's okay.
You missed that guy. But you took 8. So half 4.
4. Okay.
And you managed to get out of there. What's your movement?
30. So if you want to move me,
Unfortunately, I don't have an extended map set up for this scenario.
yep. So
So I'm gonna have to go drop some of the city.
Well, the problem is...
Put me here. Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, we'll
Imagination time, exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Welcome to
25.
Imagination Land,
Actually,
boys.
Make it to about here.
Okay.
Run like the wind, buddy.
See, their movement is...
Did you burn your bonus action already?
Yeah.
Yeah, by hitting the other guy. Well, trying to. I missed.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10,
They don't get to
30.
They don't get to attack me just yet.
No, not yet, but on their turns they will. On your turn, you did that and ran. 5, 10, 15, 20. Bandit Captain moves up because he goes after you. Because this is all combat. This isn't over. No read.
Yeah.
Bandit Captain moves. Gladiators.
Because it was Bandit, Gladiator, Bandit Captain, Gladiator, Bandits. Essentially, they all get to move before I do. So
Those 3, yeah.
Double their movement to get to there. Then it goes to the veteran, which moves up, and his first attack on you.
Miss, and
18.
because I'm not flanked, 18 did hit.
Okay, take 5. 3 rounded.
3.
On the thugs' turns, as they catch up to you and they make their 2 attacks each. First one missed. Second one
Miss,
15.
miss.
19 for 5. And 12.
Hit.
Um,
Miss.
Let's see, the Berserker's not quite there. Now it's your turn.
Alright, double movement the fuck out of there. Dash 60 feet.
Alright, as you dash 60 feet, they get attacks of opportunity on you
Attack of
again.
opportunity from 3 of them, yep.
Yep, so first one takes 3.
Alright,
Second one
so
misses.
2.
And the veteran
Hit. For 3, so. And I'm going to just proceed to just double movement away. Double movement away.
All right, as you double movement and you take off running, they're right behind you. A couple of the guys in the back decide to fire bows as you're running. And I don't think I actually have them out. Yes, I do. Do they have buttons? Where is he? Nope, they don't have bows on them. They have spears. They're not going to throw them. As you double your movement, they double their movement, and they are following you. But because you're doubling the movement, they can't get the attacks
Yep.
on you. So they're literally right on your heels. You have a veteran, a gladiator, and 2 thugs chasing you. Essentially,
Out of the slums.
you start. You're hauling, just hauling ass down there. People are getting out of the way, freaking out. As you start, you see the gate, and as you go to head through the gate, you see a couple more people step in front of the gate and pull out weapons and head you off.
Fuck.
I yell, guards!
You yell guards, and you see a guard at the end of the slums on the outside, and he looks at you and looks what's going on and turns his back and walks away.
Fuck.
You're in the slums. You're not in the guard territory.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep running through those people that are blocking me.
You go running through them as they have weapons out. You have to strength check them, and if you break through, they get attack of opportunity. If not, we re-roll initiative, and I have to set up the combat map for this. You're equivalently running into 4 more thugs and 1 veteran.
Alright. And 16 strength.
16 strength. All right. Where's my thug at here? Yeah, you
Ooh.
get stopped.
Fuck.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna second wind.
Shit.
For 10.
All right.
Because you're about to lose your guys as barbarian.
No. Man.
So if you will
Those hits
give me
before I
a
raged.
moment to create a temporary little battle map for Rec.
At this moment, would we know that he's gone now?
You guys have a general idea that he's gone, but still where?
Is we don't know.
No.
There's no
If
commotion or anything
the
on our
commotion
half of
would
the
be in
town?
about 4 rounds.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's when the commotion will come out because he just yelled for the guard and the guard just turned his back, so that information will start to travel. Unfortunately.
Wait, he's in the slums though. Wouldn't we have other thiefly people able to notify us of what's going on?
No, because the thiefly people you deal with aren't in the slums. The slums are ran by
Yeah.
a big-time criminal.
Yeah, our thiefly people are in the Temple District.
Yes.
Our thiefly people suck.
Damn, I wish I was informed on this before we started this week. Boy, it pays to not miss a week.
Yep.
Ooh.
I thought I told you that when you and Jordan and I were talking.
You didn't say who we, like, you just said some thugs.
I specifically said the Vandals that owned that place.
See, I hear Vandals, I definitely think of Destiny, so I didn't even think about it.
It's alright.
Rip.
It might not be alright.
Yeah, it might not be.
Well, we're gonna heal you right when you get through the gate.
If I make it through the gate,
You'll make it through the gate.
I don't think you understand how low I am.
Ah, damn it.
Well, it'll give me a lot to do this coming up week. Writing a new
Making a
character. Yeah.
Way to end the stream. I mean, here we are, half hour before it's supposed to be over, and Wreck dies. The death of the barbarian.
Rip, I spent 600 gold.
Hey man, at least you don't have the gold on you anymore.
This is true.
That's true.
Yeah, but I'd also like him to keep his character.
Yeah, it happens.
Gonna live in Valhalla.
Such is life. You know what also sucks? I just asked for a diamond for Revivify, and she didn't have any diamonds.
Yep.
This does, yes.
You are just about SOL.
Do you have a Revivify yet?
I don't have any diamonds.
No,
He
no,
has
no. I
the
was
spell,
just
but he doesn't have the
Oh.
diamond to cast it.
Ripperino.
hmm
Oh.
Oh, man.
Gosh. All right.
We don't split up the party.
Always important to stay together because then you get chaos, which is good
You
for
guys
me.
were all worried about me.
Now, everybody who is watching, I did say I was going to kill someone, didn't I not? Just
Certainly try. I'm super hungry.
4 rounds. This is going to be the longest 4 rounds.
Not really. It's going to be the shortest 4 rounds. You don't understand how low Rec really is.
Right, that's true.
And you got to remember
I'm
the
very
other guys
curious
that were
as
right
to-
on Rec's ass.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that. Rec gets to there, so these guys get here as well.
Boy, the hype.
Oh,
So speaking of characters,
what's getting
so
on next?
yeah, well, do we start out at level 1 when we come back?
You
or?
start out 1 level less than what your character dies.
Okay, gotcha.
Like you just
Gotcha.
leveled to 1 level less.
Gotcha.
God
Needed to
damn
know
it.
these things.
Yeah, very important.
Kind of stuff we need to know.
See, 2/3
The weak
veteran.
Mike comes back.
So, in the long run, you probably should have just waited for Alric to show up.
Yeah.
Wait, they would have killed me then.
Who said
Bear in mind, I have no clue what happened last week. I just.
I mean, technically, we don't really. We either. We just know there were people trying to kill us.
Well, we're about to start a fucking turf war.
I think the turf war's already been started.
This is also true.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can you do?
Well,
Yep, we need to quarantine the slums. Bunch of assholes there.
That's fucked up. I grew up in some slums.
Ooh.
see if I can.
Not the specific ones that are there,
I'm
but
in a game.
I'm in the game too.
Holy shit, that's a lot. Wait, there's a veteran in front of me?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
veteran
Oh,
of
man.
4 thugs.
Doug stopped me.
The thug did stop you. The one to your right here.
Did they catch up to him that quick though?
They're right behind him. Matt.
The guys behind him?
He moved.
Okay.
He moved double his movement. They moved double his movement.
Okay.
The moment he
Their movement
stopped,
was
they
30 feet
stopped.
as well.
They stop.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is why there's
They-
a
they
whole
have-
new initiative for this right here.
So they have
Okay.
30 feet as well?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So let me just make sure this is over on the stream because this is going to be a hell of a battle. That's good. That's good. That's good. Excellent. Now we're rolling initiative again.
Roll high, bud.
Oh, buddy.
Veterans.
Oh god, not you. Damn it.
You
Thugs,
said it too soon.
Yeah, I did.
and Gladiator that followed suit.
Possible.
All right, so the veteran got initiative. First attack, second attack if it went off. First attack, because this veteran stepped up here. Let's see. Veteran swung two-handed longsword. First one was a miss. Second one was a critical. And the other veteran swings. He has advantage. Still hit. So there's 5, 9, 7, 16 points of damage just from the veterans. And that's already halved.
And with that, I'm unconscious.
All right.
Fuck.
Rex
Did they
unconscious.
actually kill him though? Like they know who he is.
I never
And
said
then he'll
about
come
anything
back
about
for it.
killing him. His character's unconscious. And
Yeah.
that is all you guys need to be worried about at this moment in time. So, you guys have no clue where Rec is.
So we just finished the business transaction. I turn around.
We
and
gotta
Rec's not
go
there.
to that one place, turn in those one parts.
We do.
The Huntsman's Guild?
The Huntsman's Guild.
Yep.
Does anyone know where Rec went?
We
I'm
got
asking
bored
in
and
character
left.
to everybody.
Don't worry, we can have the chicken sniff him out.
Then he got bored and left. So he's
So-
a big guy though, so he shouldn't be too hard to miss.
He'll be fine.
All right. You think we should go look for him?
Nah, he'll be fine.
What time is it in game?
Because normally he gets
It's
himself
like
into
8
trouble
o'clock or
around
9
these
o'clock
hours.
or...
Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock. We still have to go.
I mean,
Back to
I
the
think we
Hunter's
should try to
Conclave.
hit what is that place?
The Cerberus, Huntsman's Guild?
We should try and get there tonight before tomorrow.
Well, I think it would
If we can.
behoove us if we had the whole group there, especially since the contract has all of our names on it.
No, not all of
All
them.
our names, but okay.
Well, except Whisper.
All right, I guess we gotta figure out what happened to Rec.
And as
Alright,
we like, can we see anything going on, any commotion or things of that nature?
Let's just go to the Hunters Guild, to the Cerberus. We don't really need to find him.
As you guys are looking around, you have no clue where Rec went. You didn't see where he went. There's no big commotion besides
Right.
the city commotion. I mean, with everything that's going on,
Okay.
there's nothing really big that's going on. Even though a commotion
like
like
he-
that happened in the slums, no one pays attention to because once you enter
It
the
always
slums,
happens.
you are in someone else's domain.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Got it.
you guys decide to go and head towards the Hunter's Conclave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And hopefully,
As we're walking, I hand Whisper the necklace. Also, by the way.
All right. Whisper, he pulls out a necklace for you.
I put
You
the
want it?
necklace on.
It'll take you
Hand it to him.
an hour to attune to it, but it is a necklace of protection +1. Adds +1 to your AC.
I hand him a chicken and offering.
I go, no, hold on to your friends.
I cuddle the chickens.
You could have one of my friends for the necklace. Foreshadowing everyone.
Fuck. Damn.
So,
Where is the Huntsman's Conclave? Yeah.
it's
So even with Maya's tracking, he couldn't figure out where Rec went? I'm just asking.
wait. Do you want me to
I
try
think-
and track Rec?
I think his tracking is more for
Are
the
we
wilderness
that-
stuff.
Concerned
Isn't it
about him?
You're
that we
more
should-
for the tracking for in-city stuff.
Well, normally when he breaks off and does his own thing. Well, yeah, that's technically true because I do
I mean,
know the tracking for
there's
the
probably footprints left by him.
Problem is, one,
But-
the difficulty would be so high because of so many different people, and you would be at a disadvantage. Now, if you were
Okay.
out in the wilds, like the forest that's your favorite,
Where
you
it's
have advantage.
less-
Where there's
yeah,
I was gonna
not
say,
enough
what about
stuff.
me? Since I know like the urban terrain and all that other junk.
if you chose to go into the ranger, dual class into a ranger, and tell me that your favorite terrain is the
Terrain was
urban,
actually-
then you would be able
Got
to.
it.
Because you're not so
Okay.
much a ranger, but a bounty hunter is what they're considered.
Okay,
So,
got it.
with that,
So where exactly is the conclave?
the Hunter's Conclave was, if I remember correctly, didn't I say it was on the edge of the...
It's like here, right?
Yeah, that's right
Okay.
where it is.
All right.
You guys start heading over to the Hunter's Conclave, and you, as you guys get ready to go inside, you hear a few people talking about some poor sap that pissed off some people, and they beat him out in the middle of the slums. That's a common thing that you guys hear every few days or so, so it's nothing new to you, you know. You guys
General
go
perception,
inside.
see if it's important.
I don't know what I mean. See anything else?
Sucks for him, I guess.
Wouldn't it be called enclave? No, conclave.
An enclave? Because a conclave is a meeting.
Yes,
The hunters meeting.
it's the hunters' meeting.
I thought we were going to a place called the Hunters Enclave.
Conclave. That,
It's
Okay.
just the name of it.
It's the
It's,
na-
yeah.
it's-
I mean, technically it is an enclave, but it's called yeah.
conclave.
It's okay, Whisper.
DM said so. It's okay. As you go inside, you see a bunch of different hunters here. Some you
Perception
recognize, some you don't. A lot of them carry the emblem of the Cerberus. But the inside of this place, again, it's like a bed and breakfast without the bed. You can order some
remember
food
what
and
that
stuff
dude
from here and eat. People are talking about different little adventures that they've went on, monsters they've had to go against, and then there's an action board up on the wall with monsters that need to be hunted. And as far
What
as
monsters do we see on the wall?
hang on, as far as I remember, I was looking to see if I actually did it already,
Oh, for sure.
and
Argyle,
I
friendo.
did not do it, so I need to put that on my list. I was going
Okay.
to have a list of that already done and ready to go for you guys. So if you asked, I could say check your journals.
Okay.
Currently, right now, there are 6 contracts. And as I tell you them, I'm writing them down. So if I
Okay.
take a little time, that's why.
All right.
This is for you, Shaq.
Son of a.
Wyverns.
Just for Shaq, I just do random monsters wherever I just let them go. Unless it's undead. Doesn't work. So far, there's a contract for a Pegasus, a Dragon Wormling, and holy crap.
We're like chilling, looking at contracts while Rex outside, dying.
Well, we don't even know where he is.
He's like bleeding to death.
And they could have taken his body, so
No, they took his body, not could have.
Oh,
they took it.
absolutely, they took his body. I mean, why not?
Gross. And take advantage of me while I'm asleep. I knew it.
Connotations.
They got a lot of advantage on you, actually.
Yeah, they did.
You were flanked.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, when you stir the hornet's nest and decide to go to the hornet's nest,
Which I didn't know. I wasn't here last week.
somebody should have filled you in.
I filled him in that we were attacked by the same dudes that ran the Dented Helm. And I
He did
mentioned the
not say
Vandals,
that.
but-
Don't even
Yeah, he did.
try to say you
Yeah.
said
Well, I know I said Vandals. I didn't say Dented Helm. I said Vandals, and I thought you already knew who the Vandals were, so that's my
Well,
bad.
you said they were the same guys from the bar we were in.
Yeah, there. More specific. That's what I said. From the bar we were in. That's not specific enough.
All right, so there's a
No,
contract
that's
out for a
definitely not
Pegasus.
specific for Wreck.
There's
Yeah.
a contract out for a Dragon Wormling. There's a contract out for a Eaten Giant. A contract out for a Manicore. A contract out for a pair of Harpies. And a contract out for a Hooked Whore.
Hooked whore.
Wait for a pair of harpies.
Yes, a pair of Harpies.
Like they want them alive?
No? Well, you don't know. You have to inquire about the contract.
Yeah. I'm just looking.
Is Argyle at the bar?
Yes, he is.
I would like to go up to the bar.
And I'm right beside of him.
Now,
Awesome, because he does not like me.
just as a reminder, just to make sure I remember which one Argyle was, he was the one that you guys actually talked to about getting the contract after messing with you, correct?
Yeah.
That's okay. I wanted to make sure I had him. You walk up
Yeah.
to the bar.
The one-eyed dwarf.
Roland,
He's the one-eyed dwarf that hates dwarves.
he looks down at you, looks over at the elf, and says, "What are you having to drink? No children." And points over at the dwarf.
I tap him on the head.
I pat him on the head.
Double.
Argyle looks down at the Kenku and says, "What are you having to drink?" Points at the dwarf. No pets allowed.
God damn it.
I pat my chickens on the head, and then I try to order a beer.
He gives you a beer.
Yes.
I'm going to reach into the bag of holding that I have and pull out the 18 Cerberus emblems that I got from the guys that the Varrock killed, and put them on the table and tell them, "We found your griffin."
You found our griffin.
I make sure I
Excellent,
walk up with him
excellent.
too.
Marks were there for a reason. It was definitely not a griffin.
He looks at him and says, "What do you mean it wasn't a griffin?" And he gets really serious, looks directly at you, and part of his language switched to Dwarven a little bit. So if you understand Dwarven, you didn't really miss anything. But if you don't understand Dwarven, he starts to
Yeah,
speak
I
in
miss
common,
it.
and it slides into another language like he was caught off guard.
Well, I am dwarven, so
Exactly. So
it was a demon
he just
creature, something called a Varrock.
what?
I reach and grab the other bag of holding with the current pieces, and I say, "Roland, here." And I hand him the second bag that's currently holding the pieces of the Varrock.
We got lots of pieces of the demon. If you have anyone that might want to buy those,
Oh dear.
about 45 pounds of feathers, 6 talons, 2 eyeballs, the beak, a tongue. I think
Yeah, a
there's
tongue's in
in
there. I have it labeled. I thought you still kept it, or if you deleted it, I have it here for you.
I've got it.
Okay.
Lots of pieces. Big, angry demon, though.
Piece of cake to kill.
Also,
though.
I hold up this second bag of holding. It's like we
Which is
found
holding
another
all
one
the
of
pieces.
these while we were there as well.
He nods and he says, "A demon, you say?
Yeah.
And this was at Gregory's Tower?"
At old Gregory's Tower.
This is disheartening. The contract
This is all
still
in
stands.
Dwarvish?
The contract was for a griffin. Thank you. You showed a lot of honor bringing their patches back and this information. Their bag of holding you found, you guys may
Yes.
keep. You show that you guys are an
But you don't
honorable
get any
bunch.
money.
But we still have a problem.
Alrighty.
We have a griffin contract needs to be taken care of. I don't know where
Understand.
any griffins are. However, I do know of a fella who lives on the outside of the town, to the south, just after Eastgate. He is at a monastery. Definitely an interesting type fellow. Some type of cat person. His name is Ty.
Is this all in Dwarvish, or is it in Common
This
again?
is in common.
Okay, cool. So when I hear that name, that automatically rings a bell in my ear, right?
Yes, you know who exactly he's talking about.
Okay. And I go, Ty,
Yes, Ty.
how do you know of him?
He's fulfilled a few contracts here and there. He's aided our men on contracts in return for aid against things he's needed help with.
Do you know where he resides currently?
There's a monastery temple outside of town up into the mountains. You can't miss the mountain pass if you go out the east gate. It goes up to a small little monastery of only like 10 or 12 monks. But he's up there and he trains nonstop.
I don't know how often you get contracts for demons, but do you know of anyone that might want to purchase parts of a Varrock?
I don't know of anybody that
We're just
might
gonna
want the
toss him
parts of a
out.
demon. However, I do know somebody who has business at the Tower of Sorcery today. If you'd like to leave those with me, I can send them, and they can barter on your behalf and bring you whatever money they can get for it.
Who's the...
Sure.
If you don't mind me asking, who's the person at the Tower of Sorcery you need to meet with today?
Oh, I'm not meeting. We just have business
Oh.
from another contract that was fulfilled.
Got it.
So they would be taking this bag with them to go try to offer if anyone needs demon parts. This is what they would
Okay.
have for sale. I can't guarantee they'll sell it, but they might or might not.
Okay. So you would hold on to these
You
pieces.
know how long
Yes.
we have no use for them,
I would
right?
hang on to the pieces. I would need.
Just
Okay.
give
I
them
don't want to
the
take
dude.
your bag of holding. I gave you one for showing how honorable you are, and the other one you're going to need for the griffins. So he pulls out another bag and says, "If you just put the demon pieces in here,
Okay.
one is permanently
All right.
yours." So
Oh, yeah.
But we still have both of them right now.
now, what was the size limit of the bag of holding?
Size limit was 200 pounds, I want to say.
I want to say
Yeah,
that
that
sounds
was about
close.
Yeah.
We did the math because we had to put all that
Mhm.
coin in there.
And we had all those demon pieces.
Yeah, like,
That's right, because between the demon pieces and the second bag, it was just enough to hold most of the gold and everything. So, I'm going
So
to
we
give
got the second
him
bag.
the
for now.
45 pounds of feathers, the beak, the 6 talons,
He takes it all.
the
Erase it from your character sheet. He takes it all.
vial of blood for research, though.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll take
So he
my
gets one
vial of
vial.
blood out too.
Shaq has one vial, and I have one vial. And then he gets a beak, feathers, 6 talons, 2 eyeballs, and a tongue. Eat all of this.
All right. He takes that and he says, "Just check back in every couple days. Within 4 days, I'll know whether or not we can get it sold." But yes,
Alrighty,
you
sounds great.
If you speak with Ty, he definitely knows where some griffins are. So he's had some issues with them in the past.
Alright, sounds good. Last thing, you wouldn't have happened to see our half-orc friend running around, have you?
Can't say as I have, unfortunately. No. You guys check to see any place that might have a lot of drinking and fighting involved?
There's
Well,
We
there's
just
one
lost
that
him.
we know of in particular.
we were, yeah, he might have went there. It wouldn't be too surprising, knowing him. Come to think of it.
Your time, we'll get out of your hair, Argo.
Okay.
Just on the table for him.
Also, I'd like to point out that the one time he did speak to Roland, and it was in Dwarvish, which I think is very interesting about him.
What are you pointing out about that?
Oh no, it's just because he didn't want to talk to him at all before, and then now he's like, once he was
Well,
reading
it
about
just so
demons, he's willing to-
happened that, yeah.
Yeah, it behooved him to talk to Roland. It's just really interesting.
It was because most dwarves he know are greedy assholes. I mean, he's a dwarf himself. Greedy assholes about metals and gems and stuff. But this dwarf showed honor by bringing in the namesakes of other hunters, which he didn't have to do. but he wanted
Okay.
a deal. So
Good job.
that right
Nice.
there shows a little bit of honor, and he gained a lot of respect in this guy's eyes.
Cool.
Big time.
I.
Yeah, I. Technically, eyes out of
What I-
character.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Off the
Eyes
Malrek,
out of
I gained
character.
an Argyle.
Right. Right.
the busted eye is the eye of true seeing. Out
That's
of
cool.
character.
Okay.
All right. So, as you guys now know, to go get this Griffin information, you have to go look up a monk named Ty, which Silvar happens to be good friends with, and you have to find your missing compatriot. And all of this will happen next time on Rolls of Fate.
I don't know if all of that will happen next
Maybe,
time.
maybe not.
Some of it will.
Some of it
On the
definitely
plus
will.
side, 2 bags of holding, one that we get to keep forever.
That was a
Downside,
score and
we
a
have to
half
break
right
into
there.
the slums,
That was a score and a half right
find
there.
wreck.
We don't have to break into the slums. We may
We
have to
do.
fight
That's
our way
the-
through.
That's the Vandals'
We've been there
territory.
before.
Yeah, but
Right,
now they're
but-
expecting us, and they have wreck, which means there's a trap afoot.
Yep. The only reason why I'm ending it is
Is,
because every which direction you guys go right now is going to get into something major, and I don't want to cut
Yeah.
out in either way. If you go looking for wreck, you're going to get into the thick of it, and because he went off book on this one, I kind of winged it this time, but I want to make sure things are set up for if you guys decide to go that route.
You're right, right. I mean, we're gonna have to go after wreck.
Yep.
I'm not leaving without him before we see Ty.
However,
So
before this is all technically said and done, I do need to pull Rec into the whispers of the DM and have a little
Goddamn.
RP session, and y'all are not particularly
of
involved.
course, because we're not there.
And if you want to hang out, go ahead. We'll still be here for another 30 to 40 minutes hanging out. So, Rec, please join me. Hello?
Check.
Check. All right. So, as the rest of the audience can actually hear this, and they're probably watching on stream trying to make sure they can hear this, we'll find out here in a minute when everyone goes, oh, he knows we're listening.
They'll know and everybody else won't.
You kind of wake up, dreary, barely 1 hit point. Your arms are bound in chains behind your back to a point that it's overstressing. You don't even have the ability to make a strength check to break free. That's how taxing it is pulled out. You're tied to a pole, actually, which is why your hands are being pulled from behind you and stretched. You have a dark sack over your head, and you hear Alric's voice saying, all I wanted to do was talk to you, and you had to make a scene. You know, you showed me a lot of honor when you fought in the pit. You stopped the fight knowing that dwarf decided to cheat and give you some heals. You make a mess of my bar. You try to tear up my men. And none of them, not one of them, was hostile to you. Did not draw a blade until you became aggressive. The
As I
moment
was leaving, they drew a weapon. They had their crossbows out, and then they switched out.
he said they told you to sit, you didn't listen.
I'm not a dog.
Well, when you're a guest in someone's house and they make a request, you listen. Now you are truly in my house. What I will do with you, that will be for me to figure out. But I promise you this, half-orc. By the time this is over, either you or I will be dead. And he walks away. And that is where we leave your character.
All right.
All right, let's go back up.
Okay.
Cool.
And for everybody who just saw that end bit of RP, thank you for enjoying that bit. So, next time on Rolls of Fate, does Rek die?
Great.
Does he live? Was he killed in the street?
That is
Who
the
knows?
question.
He wasn't killed in the street.
Did he ever
wasn't
really
killed in the
live?
street.
Was Rek really there, or was he an illusion the whole time? These are things we need to know.
This is true. This is
Fuck.
very true.
What if he was caught in an illusion the whole time?
All right,
What if you
Maya,
were caught in a Shinigami?
as far
what
as
if
We're
becoming...
still in Mad Mortigan's dungeon.
This is true. You might be in Mad Morgan's dungeon still, and this whole time is just a little...
Everything's a ruse, and we wake up again.
Maya, when you asked about becoming a member, you have to fulfill 10 full contracts
Okay.
without getting
That's
paid.
what it takes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it takes to.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I didn't know whether or not we had asked that before,
No.
and I just
So
forgot for it.
basically
Like, this
you
is
do
the first
10
time learning of how to.
10 full contracts without pay.
Fuck.
And then we're
The pay
a
goes
member.
the pay goes directly to the Hunter's Conclave instead of half Conclave, half you, or half whoever
Does
does
that have
it.
to be
Right.
10 concurrent, like 10 in a row, or can we do one for gold,
10 total.
one for the guild?
Yeah, you can do every other. It's
10
just 10
total.
total.
Okay, so it'd be every other.
Because basically you're doing the work and you're getting the Conclave the money. Then what happens with the Conclave is wherever the Conclave gets, say, a normal member of the Conclave might get 5 to 10% off, you might get 15 to 20% off.
Got
When they
it.
come across items, like let's say they come across a Dragon's Hoard, how the Conclave members work is if it's a Conclave mission, they don't keep those spoils. They take it back to the Conclave and find out who might want it and start a bidding war.
Okay.
So if
So
someone
that's
goes
the
and
benefits of being a member of the conclave.
Yes.
Is access.
like
to
right
stuff
now
like
you're not a member of the Conclave, but if let's say you
Right,
go
yeah.
to fight a dragon and you are an actual member at that moment in time, the rules are different. You don't get that horde because it's a Conclave mission.
that. Oh,
You bring all
so that's the downside.
Oh, you get the money. The money and all that gets brought back.
Right.
A percentage of it is instantly given to you guys. The rest
Yeah.
of the money goes to the Conclave, and any items found, they divvy up, find a price on them, and see who wants to bid for them.
But they also don't know what items we find there, right?
This is also
Well-
true. It goes on to a whole honor system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you might lie and say, no, I found this a long way, blah, blah, blah. But if it comes out that you didn't, the
Yeah.
fault of that would be death.
Yeah.
Because they go by honor, and dishonor is death. They don't.
So out of character, is what these guilds is the Conclave run by, or are they their own separate guild?
The Conclave is their own separate guild that was once started by the king himself.
Out of
Oh,
character, is a Pegasus a flying horse?
Yes.
Yeah, Pegasus is a
in-
flying
I
horse.
mean, I don't know if it's different. I wouldn't assume that it was different.
And in this world, is a Pegasus different than an alicorn?
An alicorn?
Yes.
You mean a pegacorn?
unicorn.
Unicorn, but
wings.
yes.
Yeah, pegacorn.
Alicorn,
So
Pegacorn.
a Pegasus doesn't have a horn. A unicorn has a horn.
horn.
Does a unicorn
And
have
a-
wings though too?
Alicorn / pegacorn, whichever you want to call it, has the horn and the wings.
And wings. Okay.
Mm. That's the one I wanted
So
to
there's
battle mount.
3 mythical horse type creatures. Slightly different.
Let's get a Pegacorn as a battle mount so it could stab people with the horn.
Kids, could I get 2 separate notes in the journal to record what's in the bag of holdings so I can make sure they don't, go over?
Absolutely. Not a problem at all.
man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming by and enjoying the chat. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that follow button so you guys can be notified when we go live every Saturday. I'll be going live during the weekdays and random days just playing games and stuff, but every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we dive back into Rolls of Fate. And then on that note, peace!